Okay, I just started the stream.
So, who do I face first?
You will be facing Dreadnought.
Dreadnought.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Alright. I'm waiting for Dreadnought.
All
Let's
right, you
see
guys have
if yeah.
to host your own games, right?
Yeah. The password is still chess, by the way. I don't know if you'll be spectating or not.
We should be, right?
Yeah. I think it
Is
wouldn't make sense that you spectate.
Where is Dreadnought?
we should probably notify him if he's not there or they're not there.
I already pinged him.
Okay, so Klaus, do we head over to Markty's now I have to pretend to be French. Markty's game
Hmm.
and spectator there?
Vous voulez venir regarder ma partie, c'est ça?
Oui.
Parfait.
So Klaus, do we head over to Markty's game or not?
Nah, he's going to join us.
Oh, right. Okay.
You're going to join us.
I'm going to join you?
Yep.
Alright.
Okay.
Close.
Password is chess.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we decided not to do the Swiss tournament stuff because there aren't enough participants.
Yeah, but it should still be plenty of matches, or at least, well, there's gonna be enough content because every match is maybe even up to half an hour because there's 3 rounds per match. So yeah,
Imagine if nobody shows up and I just win by forfeit.
that would be a thing too. I mean,
Yeah.
hey,
I mean that
you would get
yeah.
this fancy winner symbol on Discord. So yeah, a champion
Let's
this
go.
symbol. Yeah, but
You only get that for official tournaments on the main server.
oh damn. No, but didn't Im want someone with an even harder to pronounce name, right? Didn't they get what do you call it? Pokal? Uh,
The
the
trophy.
the trophy symbol too for the AI tournament?
No, he had that way before.
Okay.
I
That makes
think
sense.
yeah, and he only has the design one apparently.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he designs very pretty ships, and we say
Oh,
immortal
definitely.
for him.
Immortal.
I think in game he also is called immortal. I don't know
Yeah.
why his Discord name is so weird.
Well, I mean, probably fat fingered it or whatever, and then didn't know how to change.
And then decided to just leave it like that.
Yeah, it's authenticity, very important in today's day and age.
I guess we could start with the other match, which would be me against Slowking.
If they're already present, then yeah, I'd say so. If you don't mind, Markty.
Why? No problem. No problem.
Okay.
Just spectate.
Yeah. So have you ever uh watched someone else play the new build and battle mode?
No, but I have played it in
Yeah,
multiplayer against another French. It was really fun.
yeah. So
Did you
would you say that?
participate yesterday
What?
in the Saturday skirmishes? Did you participate or probably
No, I
not?
did not.
Okay, okay.
They also
I
have
mean,
build and battle or what?
yesterday I slept until I slept like way too long. So I think I slept through it.
Oh yeah. Also, time zones are a thing.
Yeah, not really. I mean,
No, they're not really a thing. You don't know how the world works. Let me explain.
they're not too problematic. I mean, it's like it's not like 2 a.m. in France right now.
Oh yeah.
It, it's a decent hour for a tournament right now.
Most players are from where exactly? Do we know that?
America and Germany.
Oh yeah.
So we basically have two time zones, two main time zones.
Yeah.
And like France is next to Germany.
Eh, yeah. And like I don't know, like the it makes sense that Germans would be overrepresented in the player base for
Why?
a game like this.
Yeah.
Engineer,
It's a game about engineering,
yeah.
and it's a quality content. So of course, with 5% French, 30% Americans, 30% Germans.
Really? It's that
Yes.
good. Wow. But yeah,
Yeah, we had
but
that very discussion like a few days ago in the chat on the Discord. Yeah,
yeah,
it's even there if you scroll up in the tournament chat.
yeah. It's interesting. Why does that actually happen? Like a certain country just is that overrepresented when you account for how many people live there.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I mean, how much more people as America over France? Like France is
France has plenty of people, right? How many
like
guys do you
60
have?
million, I think.
Oh, not as much as Germany. So, I mean, yeah, Germany has what, 85 or something?
Yes, almost 70 million for
Only,
France.
okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like the US has 330 million.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, it's like, why does are there nearly as many Germans as there
Well,
are Americans?
Hmm.
It's pretty
compared
weird.
to the amount of people, there's still more American. Like people for people, if there's more American that play cosmoteer than French.
Oh yeah, sure. But like when you look at it per capita, it's yeah. Well, per capita it wouldn't be anyone actually, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Slowking also isn't responding, so.
Da, 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 da.
I mean, the tournament is today right now, right?
Um,
Yes.
I
well,
mean,
we
Oh,
only know
oh,
that because of
oh.
you.
Who joined?
Hi there.
wait, someone
I
joined? What?
Hi, Rose. We're currently hosting a tournament, or trying at least.
Yeah, you wanna
Oh,
help us cast? We have 4 casters and like 2 players currently.
oh.
Maybe we'll
Wait,
just make a tournament of our own. Like, just I mean,
You wanna
Klaus was gonna play
participate?
anyway.
You
wait.
wanna participate in the tournament? We don't have enough players.
Oh, I thought that. Hold on. This is a different tournament to the one in Memphis now.
Sorry,
huh?
what?
This is a different tournament to the one at the end of the month. Wow, words. This is a different tournament to the one at the end of the month, isn't it?
Yep, it's
Yes.
a build and battle tournament.
Oh, I tried that for the first time earlier, and that was interesting. I mean, I can play, but I definitely do not promise to be very good at it.
That
I
I
doesn't
make
don't think
matter.
so
anybody
many
is really
mistakes.
good at build and battle for now because it's brand new, right?
Yes, it's brand new. Oh, Dreadnought is here.
Oh, oh.
He's here! Oh my
Okay.
god! We
Goodbye,
have a
Mark T.
player!
Yeah, I can definitely play, but like, I will not promise any skill or speed with building or piloting.
That doesn't matter. You could replace Slowking in the bracket.
If Slowking doesn't show up anymore. Was Slowking the one you said was not sure if they were gonna participate?
Yeah. What? Sorry?
You earlier said to me that there's one player who isn't sure if they are going to participate.
Yeah,
Is
I
that
mean,
Slowking?
I didn't even put them into the bracket because they didn't
Oh,
respond
sure.
to the ping. Uh,
Yes,
Lemon...
Dreadnought is here.
Lemon Sim...
Okay,
Oh, they...
nice.
Okay, okay. We can finally cast the game. uh, Rose,
And
you...
who's the other player besides Slowking?
Uh, me?
Oh yeah, you and then there's was going to be another person, right?
Marty? And
Marty.
Dreadnought.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey,
Rose,
well,
you want to join the cast or not?
I don't know what that means.
Just commentating the game. Since you're
Oh,
already in the voice call.
I mean, I don't really know what's going on right now.
okay, you can just watch with us. It's not like we're not we know exactly what we're doing and how this is going to play out. I mean, it's a new game mode, so anyone's knowledge about it is probably the same level. Oh, pro move by not clicking ready.
Okay, I guess we'll just start the game.
Let's go.
Let's just check that the stream is still up and running. Seems to be
Uh,
fine.
Yeah, seems to be fine. TM.
Okay.
what the fuck can I use?
I
Not
think it's
much.
kind of funny that the build area always just has one small asteroid for some reason.
Yes.
Oh, I
I
don't even
guess
see
it.
that asteroid.
I guess
Great,
it's to.
I'm already stressed. For some reason.
The players build in the red and in the pink areas. The middle area is just for fighting later.
Ah, and I only just now noticed that the map is much bigger.
Yep,
Okay,
it's pretty big.
okay, so we can see that. Well, Dreadnought is. They both. No, Dreadnought has started building his their ship, and
I'm
yeah,
still in blueprints.
Markti is using blueprints, which is probably a smart idea considering this is a stream.
Oh my god.
We
Mark is even in the same voice call. This is stream sniping on a whole
Oh,
other level.
yeah, damn. I mean, if Mark T wins, we know it was not skill. You heard it here
What?
first.
Yes.
All right. I
Okay,
have some.
interesting to see. Actually, Mark T, if you wouldn't mind, maybe just for this match, could you? I mean, unless you have, we can't tell if you have the stream open, but would you mind maybe not being in this voice call for this match so that we can actually commentate about what people are building and without you hearing?
All right.
You could just
Okay,
deafen
sorry.
yourself.
Oh yeah, you could do that.
On
Yeah.
Discord, not in real life.
It's good that you added that qualifier.
Uh,
Okay, so we can see I'm currently looking at Dreadnought and huh. So
it's
Marty already has his ship, his shape, his rough shape
yeah,
finished.
it's definitely interesting, I'd say.
Yeah, and also how both of these go about building. It seems like Dreadnought started with the essentials, right? Just he knew or they knew what they were going for, what kind of weapons they wanted, and placed them first. Whereas Mark T, maybe they're just a faster, he's just a faster builder, but yeah, he was going for the shape first, it seems.
Yeah, I'd say Mark T's design so far is much superior. It has this armor block in the middle, which is a common strategy,
Yeah,
and the weapons are well protected.
yeah.
He doesn't.
Because it's also a diagonal ship, so
Yep,
there's always your weapons are always going to be a bit more protected because of how the armor slants over them.
yep, and
But
and they also have a lot of thrusters, which is always a good thing.
oh yeah, sure, sure. However, Dreadnought is going for disruptors, and it might mean if they can target the blasters of Mark T, which are again hidden better than Dreadnought's weapons, that they might actually cut into Mark T's DPS by quite a lot. Like often disruptors are the deciding factors in such
Yeah, no, I
small
don't
ship
really think
battles.
so. Disruptors are
No,
mainly useful to disable shields, and
yeah,
especially because there is so much armor on Markete's ship, the disruptors will probably just hit the armor a lot of the time and won't be that useful.
yeah, that's probably true.
I think
However,
the
if they do hit, then it's gonna be like it's gonna be four blasters versus well, actually only three of Dreadnought. So yeah, actually Dreadnought would still be at a disadvantage here.
yeah.
But Dreadnought also seems to be a lot faster than Mark T.
He also Dreadnought also seems to have some crew issues. I
Hmm.
think maybe that's just because they're building, but they seem
Um,
to leave their
they
spots to get energy.
they seem. I mean, they seem to both just use the generalist crew role. Like none of them have specialized crews.
Yeah,
So
that's actually very reasonable for in build battle most of the time, but I think especially like for energy weapons, ions, blasters and stuff, those crew rolls aren't really the best.
yeah, I think you should still specialize, even like especially on such small ships. For example, you might want to prioritize um, the disruptors over the blasters because disruptors can cut into the DPS the enemy, and blasters just deal
Mm.
damage and yeah, stuff like that. It seems like despite Mark T having the larger ship, um, their um, supply distances are pretty kind of better than dreadnoughts because dreadnoughts people are all in the back, right? So the response times are going to be long.
Yeah, I think I like Mark's design much more up until now. His design just seems more principled. Armor in the middle, thrusters in the
Yeah,
back,
yeah.
ships that are broader than that are more wide than long are generally considered better.
Oh, really?
Um,
I would
yeah,
have thought
it's
that it's the other way around.
No, because you have more surface area for weapons. Your
That's true.
thrusters are further apart, so you can rotate more quickly. Yeah, and
That's true. Yeah.
it's interesting that both players used energy weapons for the first round because generally cannons are considered the best starter weapons in build battle. So both of them probably didn't get any cannons.
Oh yeah, that's a good observation. But it could also be that because cannons have slower shot speed and they expect that small ships are going to be able to evade cannon shots or blaster
Yeah, I
shots,
mean,
especially the small ones are
if you
fast.
get cannons in build battles, you should always pick them, especially in the first few rounds.
Mm. But wouldn't it be possible for them to then have just bought the cannon tag? I mean, it's a downside if you have to spend credits for buying tags that you didn't get randomly.
Yeah,
But
I mean, you also have to buy the laser and the disruptor tech.
oh, you do. Okay.
You don't get those from the beginning, and you those large thrusters on Dreadnought ship, for example, that's also a tech you have to buy.
Ah,
You
yeah, yeah.
only get up to standard thrusters.
Yeah, but the tags are randomly rolled, as I understand, right?
Yep, and both players also get different tags. There's a
Okay, so maybe
setting that yeah, that players get the
maybe
same tag,
Dreadnought
but
just had the large thrusters. Is that a possibility from the get-go?
yep. I
Okay,
mean,
so they've
otherwise he couldn't
started
have used
fighting.
them.
Yeah, but we were just talking about, you know, maybe they bought them. But yeah,
Okay.
it seems like
Ooh,
it
Dreadnought turning their back to the enemy.
seems
That's
like they didn't want to leave the capture zone, which is maybe not as relevant when you're being fired at.
yeah. I mean, the capture zone. I don't know if you know what it does. Basically, if
That gives plus 10, 20, plus 2,000 credits per second, right?
yeah,
For the next
which you
round.
can use in later rounds to build your ships up.
Yeah.
It's basically just to encourage people to actually fight each other. 2,000 credits every 10 seconds isn't actually that much.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. We see
But
Dreadnought already lost a weapon.
yeah,
I mean,
and
yeah.
we see that they're not even in range for their disruptors, which is
But
probably a
nice
mistake.
target firing by Dreadnought. He
Yes,
managed
it
to actually
yeah,
snipe one weapon without
destroying
damaging
any
the
armor,
armor
yeah.
around it. Very efficient.
And also very good at at using the little armor they had, right? Because
Yeah,
the
but
damage is much. He's doing a good job spreading the damage, but it's not
Mark
gonna matter.
T already got all of the lasers, and yeah,
Yeah,
now he wins. They win.
yeah. And now both players have information about the text that the other got and the kind of ships that the other tends to build, which is also an interesting aspect of this. But yeah, first round goes to uh, Dreadnought. No, Mark T.
Yep.
Okay, so it's going to be curious to see what both players are going for next with the information they just gathered.
Yep. And you saw that match took a little while, not that long, but a while. And if one of those two players had cannons, that match would have been a lot shorter.
That's true, yeah. Glasses just do inherently little damage.
Yeah.
They're accurate, but
Cannons
other
are
than
so
that,
good at low price ranges because they are basically armor and strong weapon at the same time.
they
And
have more
you don't need
HP, yeah.
any supply lines for cannons. You can just use the ammo that's stored inside of the cannons when you build them. So yeah,
Yeah,
I mean I guess that they're almost cheaper than blasters. They don't
that might
need
actually
any
be true, yeah.
energy supply and such, and They just deal so much more damage and are more durable.
Yeah, but they also explode. So it seems like Dreadnought, after his loss, decided to completely remake his ship, which is an interesting call. Whereas for now, Marty still has the same shape. He
Yeah, I'd
just
say it's
upgraded.
a good call. Their older ship wasn't
Yeah,
really
and
the best.
look at what you said about cannons. And Marty promptly switched to cannons after the first round.
Yeah, seems like he got the cannon tech this round and actually,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
went for cannons. Also,
So you, wow, that's that's a bold move. I mean, Mark T doesn't know that what Dreadnought will be using in the next round, and still decided to go um, for an EMP. I mean, the blast radius is probably enough to sometimes hit the control room or at least the thrusters, which is great. But sometimes, if the enemy has armor, then it's not going to do much.
yeah, generally I'd say an EMP is just a waste of money, sadly. You you're probably better off just building a lot more cannons.
Monsieur Kine joined.
But it's an interesting choice, and you absolutely can get a lucky hit on the enemy's control room and
I would say
um
that, especially with
yeah.
small ships, EMPs are almost always worth it because their blast radius, like if they, for example, even if they hit cannons, cannons are not considered armor by the game, so uh, it doesn't zap some of the blast radius, and sometimes it gets through to the control room and stuff. So yeah, okay, both players now going for cannons. Seems like Dreadnought going for large cannons,
Yep.
which I believe have slower shot speed. So I'm not sure how good that is at this price range.
Larger cannons are generally better, I'd say.
Better probably because of their increased DPS, but if you can't hit the enemy, then that doesn't matter.
Yeah, Dreadnought ship seems to be relatively fast. Um,
Hmm.
it's just a question of whether he can control such a small and fast ship well enough then.
Yeah. Okay. So it seems like, yeah, Mark T again building what seems like a very well put together ship. Boom.
I like both players' ships this time around actually.
Yep. Dreadnought going for something very fast and very small and very heavily armed. He just added another cannon. Oh, so yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. I think Dreadnought kind of shot himself in the foot a bit in the last match with the inclusion of disruptor tech because disruptors are expensive and they had, as a result, much less budget left for armor and speed.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in Build Battle it works like this. Every technology costs the same. Every technology is
Ah,
5,000,
I see.
and
Okay.
uh, if you buy a technology, the next technologies cost 5,000 more,
Ah, that's
and
interesting.
it resets after every round of
Hmm.
battle.
So, what this build mode, what this match mode does is really test your skill of adaptability and your knowledge of the game in general.
Yes, and it's definitely you just have more budget left for your ships if you buy less technologies.
Yeah,
So
but
yeah,
would it be possible that they had disruptors from the get-go randomly rolled?
um, you definitely have to buy a technology to get those parts.
Okay, so you can't randomly just get disruptors or large thrusters.
No,
Okay, I didn't know that.
there are parts you can build from the beginning, and all of the other parts you have to get somehow.
Okay, look at
The
me.
crew
Ran.
randomly leaving the control room on Dreadnought's ship.
Just yeah,
It will be
generalist crew
fine. What
roles.
could go wrong?
Generalist crew roles. I would say that specializing your crew is really important for small ships. It's important in general, but yeah. So yeah, the EMP. It seems like the EMP will, even though Dreadnought doesn't have any energy weapons, the EMP will probably be really useful if it arcs back and hits the reactor and the control room from behind. Also, again, Dreadnought choosing not to use almost any armor, while Mark T has this armored nose that he can, put in the way of enemy shots. So yeah, my money is on Mark T again this round, but we'll see about that.
I think it really depends on how well Dreadnought is able to pilot their ship.
Yes. Yes, they're
If they
really fast,
pilot
though.
well, they can absolutely just get stuck on the side of Markety and just get to the reactor quickly and destroy it. And the DPS on the small cannons won't be good enough to stop him in time.
Yeah, and Mark T also can't rotate as fast as Dreadnought can. So maybe Dreadnought can actually orbit him. We'll see about that. Maybe uh, in the future it might be good to remove all the debris in the in that's still left from the first round, because otherwise I can see people using very weird ships designs to maybe litter the battlefield for the next round or something.
I don't think that's a viable strategy.
Probably not.
I think it would be funny if people tried to
Okay,
do that.
yeah, that's true. Just leave a random mine launcher module detached and it just auto fires.
Is that even possible?
I mean, the game speed is the game time is universal, right? Okay, both players are approaching the middle.
That's kind of
It,
interesting. I don't know if that would work.
well, we'll
It
just have
seems
to
like
see.
it could work.
Both getting to the middle at the same time. Interestingly enough, yeah. Already
Market you
taking some,
rotating, trying to get on the side.
yeah, over rotating though. From
Oh yeah.
Dreadnought,
Yep.
not great. Oof, already taking some reactor damage, I think. No, yeah, slight. And fires, and they have no fire extinguishers
There
at
will
the
be
back.
a lot of
That's
fires,
really bad.
yes.
That's gonna be bad
I
because
mean,
they
the
forgot to
match is
put
gonna be
fire
over so
extinguishers.
quick that it probably won't matter too much.
That's true, yeah, but maybe not, because I mean
Hmm.
they're both doing a lot of uh, weaving and rotating. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Now the control room is still in the blast radius of the EMP and
Oh yeah,
disabled,
it got
and
hit
that
by
was
the
it.
EMP and it's out of
Yeah,
power, yeah. The EMP really did something there.
yeah. I don't think he's gonna come back from that.
He
Afraid not.
definitely still can come back from that.
If this hits and yeah, but the armor just
I mean,
a little too much.
Markety could actually get a good ram off right there.
Yeah,
And
it would probably be
his cannons are dealing a lot of damage on the side there. I
okay.
think he could actually get through right now.
We'll have to watch this the HP of that reactor on fire, though. Not too bad currently. And
Oh,
here's the superiority of
are
large
his
cannons.
cannons? I think his cannons aren't targeted. They're not targeting the reactor. And another EMP hits the control room.
Yeah, EMP doing work, but right now with the RAM, it doesn't really matter as much.
It really hurts that Dreadnought's cannons aren't. I think they're not properly targeted. They just destroy those random cannons instead of
True.
directly going for the reactor.
It might also be that the EMP resets the targeting every now and then.
It does not.
Okay. Look at this. I'm just. It's pretty cool to watch these two duke it out, and it seems like large cannon superiority proving to be the case. Yeah,
Those large cannons are so close to the control room.
yeah, and
The next volley could get
yeah,
it.
and Dreadnought takes it.
Yep, that's it.
Yep. Turns out, not, orbiting and stuff not as important when you have this much firepower.
Yes. I mean, that's basically the cannon wall gameplay in build battle.
Yeah.
You just get a fast ship and you try to ram the opponent's side and yeah, just destroy it.
Yep. Well, we'll see what Mark D can come up with from now. It's a best of three, right? So the next round will be the last one, right? Or
It's a
not?
best of 5.
Oh, best of five. Okay, my bad. Look at me casting a tournament and I don't know how it works. But yeah, we'll see what Mark T comes back with. Maybe they'll realize how good the EMPs worked and just go for an EMP missile kite or whatever. Just one missile launcher, one EMP, and just speed. That might be good, but I don't know. Seems like both players are currently in blueprint mode, which is why we
Oh,
can't see
I
anything.
think I actually forgot to set my stream to public. Is that possible?
Da, 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 da. Paragon level Holstein.
Oh, it may have actually been set to private. Well,
Well, if you have the boards, then it might not be too bad. Interestingly, Kine and Rose hanging out in our two voice call, not saying anything. If you're gonna hang out, you could have at least told us that we're idiots. Or Klaus is.
yeah,
Not
I
me. I'm
mean,
not hosting.
Kain did ask what we're doing.
Okay, so it seems like again, Dreadnought kind of testing their what? Wait, two control rooms. This is gonna be a large ship. How?
Um,
RT still hasn't changed anything. Dreadnought with going for two control rooms. We'll see what he'll need this for. And we'll also see if they forget to add fire extinguishers again.
oh my god, Slow King is back.
Yeah. Hooray. Oh, look at what Mark T is doing. If you're I'm not sure if you're
I
currently
think the
looking.
stream can't see it right now. I need to message some players.
Oh,
Sorry about
sure.
that.
just do the weird thing. I'll do some posting by myself. So we see that Mark T has opted to go for mines, which is fitting because we just mentioned mines earlier. And I mean, for mine launchers, that's quite a bit of firepower for this price range. But yeah, we'll see how they do. Personally, not
Okay,
very
I'm back and
knowledgeable about
watching.
mines.
Oh, Mark
Yeah,
T building a mine
mine.
kite.
Mankind at that price range is interesting, and also the
Yeah.
amount of mines they have.
I mean,
It's
normally mines is a supporting weapon and not a main weapon, but
there are mine kites.
I guess if their opponent just doesn't notice the mines, they could die immediately.
Yeah, very likely. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I
Ooh,
mean,
Dreadnought learned from the previous game and put some fire extinguishers on the bottom segments.
yep, good on him. Unfortunately, the amount of fires won't matter that much this game. If they get hit once, that it might be game, right? There's just so many mines. But Marty will probably need more speed than this.
I think his speed is good enough.
Dreadnought
The one
also
small
going for
reactor also
mines.
can't really support more thrusters.
Yeah.
I mean,
Inter-
yeah.
yeah. Uh, Dreadnought also going for mines right now. Significantly investing in mines right now. A cannon mine ship is
Interesting
not
how.
something you see every day.
Oh, that's kind of hurt. Mark T's ship with two reactors, where one
Yeah, but
reactor would be more than enough. And I, I-
oh yeah,
do you really need two cockpits for this ship? I don't think so.
maybe they have plans that we are unaware of. What I can
Maybe.
see happening with Marty is that maybe their those little structure struts are going to are kind of vulnerable. They look like yeah, it
I
looks
would
like we'll
definitely
see.
also connect the back segment.
Yeah, I mean if it does come off, then will the mines keep firing without the control room? I'm not sure.
Yes, it's dependent on what setting they are on. You can't change the setting anymore, but they will continue firing if they are on auto fire,
Yeah.
for example.
How do you think these players will use the mines? Because they have very
Um,
different chips.
the strategy is probably to deploy the mines in the middle and then just camp out there, because the mines will not explode on yourself, but they will on the enemy, obviously.
Will they despawn after a while?
Yeah, they do despawn after 2 minutes.
Okay.
So you can't get a really crazy minefield going, but you can zone away the enemy with them.
I mean, 2 minutes of in-game time is quite a long, a long time actually, because we're watching at half speed, and also we have Dreadnought's Mark T. Yeah, Dreadnought's horrible connection to deal with.
Yeah.
Dreadnought already ready and finished. It seems
I'm
a really
scared that
fast.
we are gonna have to wait for those two blasters to destroy Dreadnought's ship.
I just noticed them
Because
now.
both
I mean,
play.
it's a good backup call if everything goes wrong because I don't
Yeah.
know. I would just
I mean,
increase the
technically,
strength of.
he can use the mines so the dreadnought can't approach and just destroy him with just those two small blasters.
Yep.
I'm
I
not
mean, it's
even
a kite.
sure if those blasters can kill a dreadnought in time before the
That's
rot
true.
comes in.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, if they somehow manage to disable the thrust, or I mean, no, they don't have EMPs, so yeah, that's not gonna be a thing. Huh. Um, maybe he has to. Ah, wait.
Yeah, that's a known issue that sometimes
Maybe they can
um
click reset crew. Is that a bug? Yeah, now it works. I think reset crew would have done it as well.
is there a reset crew button?
Yes,
I don't
you should know this. You're better than me at this game.
I don't know. I don't need it. I just
You're just
rebuilding
that
the
good that
entire
you
ship
never
with
make mistakes.
I mean
I don't need a reset
rebuilding
crew.
the entire ship with blueprint doesn't take too long.
That's true. And in general, like there's a lot of what cosmoteer is about is knowing the little quirks it has, like using various menu options to make everything easier. It's I'd say that's actually part of designing skill. Okay, I think Mark T is going to be fast enough to kite. Or nah, maybe I shouldn't say that because that those are
If you
mainly
have mines, you
large
don't
thrusters.
actually need as much speed to kite because the mines will be doing a great job discouraging the enemy from
Oh
approaching.
yeah, that's true. That's true. And considering we have such small price ranges for the ships, there's not much armor to speak of, so the enemy can't just barrel through a minefield. Okay, Dreadnought still um, making some changes. Something storage based, it seems. Oh, and we're about to start. So Dreadnought went for the side-facing mines, whereas Mark T has front-facing ones, because Mark T is the kite, and I think Dreadnought just wants to litter the battlefield with mines to, and hopes that Mark T will randomly fly into them, which might happen.
I
We
guess.
like it's a very chaotic match type, but yeah, either Dreadnought is slow or they got going a bit too late because Marty is going to be in the middle first, and that means mines are going to be there first.
Dreadnought's ship is actually faster.
Yes, it is. They were just slow to act. And yeah, especially because you have mines. That's going to be relevant. If I were Marty, I would already be in the middle and just litter it with mines. Choosing to deploy some of them just outside the range of the alpha point. Hmm.
Yeah, I don't really know what the idea here is. I guess just putting as many mines as possible and
Yeah,
hoping
because
for the enemy to not have enough space to maneuver around.
yeah, and you should probably already be deploying mines on auto fire because this match, I have a feeling, is going to end very quickly. Either way.
Yeah, they don't have too much ammunition. I'm not sure about that. Oh my god, the blasters are starting to fire.
But I think the the psychological hazard of seeing red dots exploding, coming in and exploding against your cannons is well, it might get him to uh fly into some mines and get
Oh,
hasted. Uh, that doesn't
I
look
think
good.
he
That
managed.
doesn't look good. Oh, uh,
Yeah, some
not
side
too
damage
bad.
by the mines.
Not too bad.
Oh, the cannon shots barely missing Marty.
Ooh, I wasn't watching the down there. And now, yeah, Dreadnought realizes that they don't actually have to chase. They can just take the middle and lay mines everywhere and wait for Ring of Death.
Yeah,
Mark T, in the meantime, deploying random mines on.
yeah, those mines
Uh-oh.
won't help them a
Are
lot.
those mines from Mark T or are they
No, those are
Dreadnoughts?
those are mines from Marty. Yeah.
Okay. Oops.
What?
Oof. Oof.
Huh? He directly ran into those. How did that happen?
It's a power up.
I
You have
guess
to get as many
Marty's
as you can.
strategy of just randomly deploying mines somewhere worked. But admittedly, mines are extremely hard to see, especially on
Yeah.
this reddish background.
Oh yeah.
They are
Which I
pretty
think
hard
is
to
great
make
actually.
out. So yeah,
I think that's great. I think that that should not change. Well, should never change that.
I disagree on that. Because it's not really fun to play against something you have to squint to make out, and some
Oof.
players also complained that they have bad eyesight and
Okay,
therefore
I
have a
can see
major
that. Yeah.
disadvantage.
But
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Dreadnought could have prevented this by just. I mean, they knew that mines were being fired throughout that time. They should have taken another route to Alpha.
Yeah. And he did it wasn't a very dangerous scenario right there.
Uh
He
oh.
could have just
Is this
taken
a
the
dangerous
time to
scenario?
zoom in and such.
Oh,
Oh, but this is just he got
asteroids
lucky,
proving
only
again
hit
to
some
be
armor, but
the bane of kites.
yep. The
And
rock
that
provides. Dreadnought also
if any mines had been left
almost getting stuck
and
doing
Mark T
a
could have launched some mines into Dreadnought, but alas.
oh,
Oof.
that's half of the
Yeah.
thrust gone. Yeah,
Well, I mean,
and
the match is already over because
yeah, Dreadnought's leg switch seems to be working.
a DDoS strategy by Dreadnought wins the round. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem, but I mean, at least it's bad for both. Yeah, that sucks. So
Yeah,
after
lag
this,
has also been a pretty big issue in past tournaments. There's
yeah,
sadly not that much we can do about it.
except band players who, like the person who runs Battleship Brawlers, just literally, you're too slow. Sorry, bye. Kick
We
them.
actually had a ruling like that in a past tournament. That players um, with some amount of ping couldn't participate.
I mean, it's a
But
bit
that,
elitist, but it's reasonable, I think.
yeah, because I mean the lag is really bad, but yeah, we had so little participants and it was kind of sad for the people that couldn't participate, so that rule
Yeah,
was removed.
and I mean, there's an argument to be made for removing it anyway, because I mean, discriminating against people who just have bad hardware is, I mean, sometimes it's necessary, but it's not nice. Let's say that. Okay. Interestingly, Dreadnought is going for a large reactor and engine rooms this time. How much does the budget increase for each round?
Um, it's about 100k.
Okay, so
I
now we're
don't know
dealing
the
with
exact
300k.
settings. I think it's not it's always just it's above or below 100k increments, I
Mhm.
think.
So
Not entirely sure.
taking alpha becomes less and less relevant as the game goes on
Yeah.
because it stays at
It's
2000.
it's not even really relevant in the first round.
But should that not maybe change for future tournaments of this kind?
No, I it's just a small incentive to actually get players fighting. I think it's not a big deal if it's not that impactful.
Ah, I think
But
it would be
yeah,
cool.
we could definitely experiment with it giving some more credits to make
Maybe
it a
just
bit more impactful.
not super impactful, just make it impactful enough that it matters if you keep it for like half of the match.
Yeah.
Large shields for Dreadnought 2. It's nice
Hmm.
that Dreadnought has a build style that we can actually look at, whereas Mark T seems to do everything in Blueprint.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what kind of weapons they actually put on there.
Yeah. First, I was thinking maybe ions because they have a large reactor and they need something to drain it with. Right now, they don't have anything that would justify this large reactor. I mean, except the increased battery size. But yeah. And are there crew limits? No, right?
No.
Okay. Because
Hmm.
if there were crew limits, then it might mean that large reactors exist just to increase the efficiency per crew member. Okay, now we can see what Marty was going for. Um,
Hmm.
it
I
seems he's
actually
going for
liked
a
the engine room setup a lot more, but I guess they didn't have enough credits left for
yeah,
enough weapons.
yeah. That that's pro. I mean, two engine rooms is a lot. I would
Oh,
say
Marty actually has a
yes.
pretty good ship, I think.
You just saw it. Yeah, that's it's a very meta-esque um, ship.
Yeah, just a cannon prick. A lot of internal armor. I would put uh, that stuff on the outside.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
and
saw how
you.
last match went, so explosions and fires
Yeah.
might be something that Marty expects, right? So maybe that's why they put it there. And
Hmm.
also, cannons explode, so and you don't want fires being flung over to the next cannon.
Yeah, if you keep enough space between cannons and the bottom half, you don't get fires.
So, are two tiles of space enough for that or not?
Yeah, it's 2 tiles, I think. I'm pretty sure. There's the
Okay.
standard setup for deck cannons. You have 4x4 storage,
Yeah.
and you have 2 crew bunks for supplying, and you have 2 small quarters for operating the deck cannons.
Yeah. And you can't actually put them any closer together.
Yep, I mean, but that distance in itself is enough to keep the deck cannons from spreading fire.
That's interesting.
So
So
the
yeah,
armor in between isn't actually needed.
yeah. But I still think it can be nice if the enemy has something like I don't know, a railgun that penetrates your whole ship and would stop just because of the internal armor. But I don't think at this price range where they're expecting
Nah,
rails.
that much armor is enough to stop pretty much any rail ship you can reasonably build at this price range.
Yeah. And
And
if this
moving
is
the internal armor to the front would actually be much more efficient in stopping railgun runs.
well, I'm going to refrain from saying anything else because I tend to get ranty in such situations with my noob knowledge and defiantness.
Nah, it's fine. I mean, it's interesting to hear different perspectives. Mhm.
So I don't know if this is all that Dreadnought will bring to the match. I don't think it's gonna be enough firepower, frankly.
Dreadnought's ship seems to be fairly fast.
No,
So
I
he,
don't think so anymore. This is not a lot of thrust for this size.
yeah, all of the internal armor and stuff is really hurting the speed.
Oh, are you talking about Mark T?
Uh, I'm,
Sorry.
talking about Dreadnought's ship.
Okay, Dreadnought. Does Dreadnought have internal armor? No. Yeah, yeah, they do actually. I mean, I guess they expect cannons, but those armor
Yeah,
slabs don't
but
do anything.
those large shields are pretty good.
Yeah,
They are gonna be able to stop like. Are they going to stop a whole volley of deck cannons? I think they could actually.
Ah, oh,
Not entirely
surely.
sure.
Yeah, yeah. No, those two large shields are going to probably be able to sustain for quite a
So
while against four deck cannons. If Mark T can't stick onto Dreadnought for extended periods, then yeah, nothing will ever get through.
yeah,
But
it's the
that's a
it's
big if.
basically Marty's ship is very easy to pilot. Basically, you just ram the enemy ship, and if you
Yeah,
get a ram off, you just win. Or if you even just get hit one volley at a good angle. And Dreadnought's ship is it's gonna be hell to pilot that against the deck cannon ship. You're gonna somehow have to get some kind of side ram on the back half off.
he should probably. It looks like it would be good to go for an avoider type um, uh, engine rack, but probably the budget doesn't allow it. I mean, it is kind of avoider like already,
Hmm.
but I don't think that
I
these
don't
two
even
side
know
thrusters is
if.
enough. Three.
Yeah, but with an avoider like setup, you'd have to go through the front armor. But I don't even know if there is enough ammo to go through there. The, hmm.
That's true, yeah, because these are just large cannons. They don't have that much firepower.
Yeah, and they are really bad at focusing damage. That's the main
Mm,
issue.
yeah.
So I almost feel like a wall type setup is the only real way to beat that with cannons. Because of all
Yeah,
the extra speed you theoretically get. Okay,
yeah,
I'm
they needed
interested to see how
more
fast this ship is. Hmm.
100 uh, meters per second. It seems like roughly, whereas Mark
Yep.
D is stuck at 60. But I mean, if he gets there, he gets there.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
about what I expected for this ship, with less internal armor and without the side armor, a little bit less armor in the middle, that ship could be a lot faster.
Oh yeah, he could probably get like
And
maybe
yeah,
20 more meters per second, but
it
then he'd still be at 80, and Mark D is over 100. So we'll see how this
I
goes.
mean Dreadnought. I mean Dreadnought actually.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Valid point. Sure.
Because speed will be more important than armor in this matchup, because if they get hit through the shields, they'll probably just die. Oh, that's a really bad spot.
Mm-mm.
Dreadnought's
Uh-oh.
thrusters aren't ramped up.
Yep.
He's
And he
just
turns to the
starting to
side.
move right now,
Oof.
already
Okay.
taking some side damage, but he was able
Turned just in
to
time,
avoid
though.
the worst. He's not getting rammed.
Yeah.
Okay, now
And
he starts to orbit Marty.
yeah, it's kind of the alpha point almost acts like a trap, right? Because it makes players think that it's something, it's an objective, but it's actually not. Yeah, now
Yep.
Dreadnought can just, avoid with his pseudo avoider and wait for his shields to come back up, but he's not dealing damage to Mark T at all. And if there is a next round, then oof, whoa!
Insane dodges, anyways.
Yeah, yeah, love to see it. It seems like Dreadnought is just isn't quite fast enough to, especially with the short range of his own cannons, to actually do anything with his fast avoider like setup, right? If those were blasters or ions, then maybe something could be done there, but or nukes. Nukes actually would be really good in this match, but alas, didn't roll it.
Yep.
Okay, so Marty just hanging out in the middle, and he knows that Dreadnought can't really do much in this situation. Trying a random shot, gonna get intercepted by the shields. Yeah,
Yeah, it just doesn't
both
seem
players
like
can't really
Dreadnought's
do
ship
anything.
is fast enough to get a
Yeah.
side ram off. He'll
Oh,
just.
but you say that Paragon level commentating right here.
Oh
Oh,
my god. I
this
don't think that's enough.
no,
I think
no.
he
This
just
is
dies
bad.
now.
This is really bad. This is really bad. This is not good for Dreadnought at all. Because now he's stuck, and he basically just handed the situation to Mark D that they were looking for. Oops, that was a mistake, but it looked really cool. It was a good attempt.
Ooh, it seems like they lost control and they have to turn off
Yeah,
stuff.
this is
Oh,
over.
that's gonna be really painful.
But um, I mean, I must say it's kind of deserved because um, Dreadnought did make many mistakes this game. At first, they thought that taking Alpha is at all important, and then like this No bumpers to keep people outside of the shield range. It's also something that came into play. Yeah, and then the ram. But
Hmm.
yeah, it was a really good attempt. A fun a fun round, this
I
one.
don't even know if a bumper would be good. It would make it harder to get a side ram off.
It's true, yeah. And this round goes to Mark T. And Mark T gets another attempt to win. Because
Yep.
I believe they both won twice now. So yeah,
Yep.
I think Mark T uh, was about to win anyway because there just wasn't anything that Dreadnought could do realistically. And we'll see what they go for now. Now we should be seeing what 400 or 500k ships coming in. Minus, of course, the money they have to pay for technologies. And it's a close matchup. Like both players won twice. The heat is on right now.
Yep.
So we see walkways coming in for a Dreadnought. So it seems like they're gonna build something that's a little bigger, maybe a little bit more complex than what he currently has. Seems like the central large reactor is gonna stay, and Mark T still in blueprint mode. You know, it might be Nah, this would be a shitty rule, but it might be interesting to force players to use the build style where we can actually commentate.
I
But that
mean, the
messes up
problem
their
is
thought
that
process often.
for some stuff you need blueprint mode. For
Oh,
example,
really?
yeah, I mean, some so, doing some stuff just gets a lot more convoluted when
Oh
you
yeah,
don't
that's
have
true.
blueprint
Yeah,
mode available.
yeah, and also sometimes you have to, gauge how much room something will take up, and if you have to uh, do that via structure, then it's just annoying. Okay. Um, Currently, it seems like Dreadnought decided to stick with the cannons, and I'm not sure if these large cannons are gonna have enough firepower for the types of ships that are coming in now at this price range. Going for even more speed, so doubling down on their current strategy, which I like to see. It's a cool strategy. It's an exciting
Yeah, I
type
mean,
of
with
way to play
this
the game.
big armor block in the front, they're not gonna have that much speed.
Um, it's a modest armor block.
Honestly, I
It's
think they
very
are
small.
still gonna have around 100 speed with with this setup, and I'm not sure it's gonna actually be enough if the opponent just sticks with deck cannons.
Yeah, it probably sticking with the shields and removing any armor is the play if you're going for a an orbiting speed type of ship. Also,
Probably. You
a
might
lot of
even
cockpits.
you might even go for a cannon trap
Ah,
actually.
okay, that makes a lot more sense. Would it actually be better to invest in a medium cockpit instead of the four small ones?
Ooh.
Because the tech costs
You
5,000.
actually need tech for the bigger cockpits, so
Sure, but it only
it's
costs
cost.
5,000, so it might be more efficient anyway.
Yeah, depends on if he also if Dreadnought also bought other technologies in the same round.
I'm sorry, what did you say? I had to say
It
goodbye.
depends if Dreadnought also bought other technologies in that round.
Ah, yeah, because they increase for each technology bought.
Yeah.
Um, Currently,
And it
you see.
also depends on if Dreadnought actually got the technology.
Oh, but you can. Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Going for missiles too, which is probably a good call since he's gonna be faster than, presumably faster than whatever Marty brings if Marty brings a similar ship. And why I don't see why you wouldn't, because it worked out right now.
Yeah, I'd say generally the PvP rules are that you mostly use one weapon type, and missiles aren't really the best support weapon. Uh,
I think they can be a good support weapon if they're numerous enough, and they might circle around your opponent and hit the back. So, and that can, as we saw in the also representative AI tournament, this one missile that took out the control room in the back that
I
came in
mean,
clutch.
with how Marty's ship is looking, those missiles are gonna do absolutely nothing.
Yes, I mean double armor around but they're gonna be really slow, like really slow now. If they don't upgrade the thrusters at all, nukes coming in from
That is
Mark T,
true. I I don't even know if the
even more
so
nukes,
many
nukes,
nukes.
nukes, nukes.
I don't even know if the opponent has enough ammo to get through all of that.
No, no, I think they do. Yeah, this is like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cannons per side, so 12 cannons in total. I'd say that's enough, but um, yeah. The problem is those nukes are gonna be really annoying for Dreadnought to deal with because, I mean, you don't want to approach someone who has that many nukes with cannons. Is it, by the way, is it the case that nukes kind of counter cannons or not?
Uh, you can't say that in general.
I'd say that in this
It
situation, they're a
depends
good
more.
deterrent.
It depends more on the ship types.
Yeah, I mean, if you go for something like a fast nuker, then cannons are also at a disadvantage, which is not what we're seeing here. So I don't know why I'm even talking
It
about this.
depends on the cannon ship, but I guess most of the time cannons are just completely exposed in the front, so um,
Okay, so again, we see at this point, I think it would have been better to just go all in on missiles for Dreadnought, because I don't think that they're gonna be fast enough to effectively orbit and flank Mark T. Even though Mark T is really slow right now, they even downgraded their thrust from what they had before,
yes.
and they only have forward-facing thrust, so the turning they do get is a little bit less effective because there is no backwards force. But any ships, even with just forward thrust, can turn a surprisingly fast in a surprisingly fast way, which you wouldn't necessarily expect. Mark D taking out his rage on the poor little asteroid, probably cursing the lag. And
Yes.
yeah, 1 minute left for both players. Seems like Marty is happy with their what they have, and the game has started. So, what do you think? How many minutes will it take for Marty to reach the center?
A long time. Wow, their
110 meters per
turning rate
second.
is gonna be horrible. I think it might actually be possible for the cannon ship to get to the back. Yeah, they
Yeah,
have a speed of 109. It
and 10. I saw 10. So,
yeah, it
yeah, this looks like it might it might be in Dreadnought's favor, but we'll see about that. And again, like this is despite the middle armor and the armor between the storages, which is not necessary at all. So they could
yes.
be even faster. Hello, it seems like Slowking or someone joined. Yeah. Um. Nope, it's not. So it seems like Marty just didn't get any thrust, or I mean, they decided not to unlock thrusters because they went for nukes instead. Which is, I mean, if the enemy comes to them, it might not matter, and it's good that they're actually nearby an asteroid right when Dreadnought approaches, because that makes orbiting a lot harder. Okay, those two launchers are doing their best, and it's quite adorable, and it's working right now, at least how I expected it to. That Mark T doesn't want to get close to those nukes at all. They're probably fast enough to dodge them if they do get launched, but
Yeah, you
the,
don't
the the
really
the
need a lot
asteroid
of
is a bit.
speed to dodge nukes. They have very bad targeting.
Yes, but the asteroid is making it a bit perilous to do any orbiting right now. If they crash, then that's game instantly.
I mean, just don't crash.
Right? I never crash. I would never do that.
Definitely not.
Just don't crash, man. Don't do it. Dreadnought,
Actually,
don't do it.
impressive turning
Yes.
speed by
Oh.
Marty for how
Yeah,
heavy the ship is.
and that's also because Dreadnought is orbiting at a very far distance away. His cannons can't even shoot
Yeah.
currently. So
Dreadnought should
yeah,
definitely decrease that orbiting radius
yeah,
if they ever want a chance to ram Marty.
yeah. Because the farther you are away, the more thrust you have to invest in making in countering the enemy turning rate. So yeah, by getting closer, they might be able to get a flank. But the other problem is that if they're too close, then they might just run into nukes as they get ejected. So it is kind of difficult for Dreadnought to again do much. But we'll see. Maybe they have um, they have a similar thing in mind as last time. Just go balls to the wall and ram and hope that it works out. The road is closing in slowly, so I'd say Dreadnought should better get back to orbiting, because they don't have that much firepower considering the amount of armor that Mark T has.
Oh my god. I have a
Hmm?
feeling that this is just gonna be a rod match.
Ah, yeah, that might very well be. I'm wondering if Mark T is even faster than the rod. What's the speed of the rod coming in? If it's higher than 30, then Mark T is slower. No, no. Oh, he is faster than the rod, but barely.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Oh no, Dreadnought, what are you doing? You have to take Alpha. It's so important. Come on, man. No.
Yeah, we still have so many rounds of building and stuff. Oh, are those auto-fired nukes?
Oh,
Oh
look at
my
this.
god!
Oh no. Oh my god. What the heck? Dreadnought probably shitting his pants right now. Wow.
The
Good
insane
reaction time from
targeting
Dreadnought
tech
too.
by Marty. Auto-firing the nukes.
No, I don't think that was autofire. I think that was just he chose to do that, uh, which was a good call.
Yeah,
But
that is auto-fire when you fire the
oh,
nukes even though they don't have a target.
whoa! But the
Those
nukes
are
do
some
hit.
side hits. Oh, but
But the
he
ram
basically
is
got the
probably
dream
happening.
almost. The nukes aren't targeting the ship.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh my god. I
That
think he's
sometimes
just
happens. I don't
getting
know
the
why.
dream ram right there. And the cannons are so
Wow.
close they are gonna be able to shoot over some
Master
of the
first.
armor.
Yeah. Yeah, this is basically exactly what the Dreadnought wanted, and they got it. And I
But he's
don't
not
think you can.
firing the thrusters of his. What is he doing?
Uh-oh. And now he realizes it. I mean, it doesn't really matter because Marty has so little thrust that they can't really do
The
anything.
nukes are
Even
actually targeting? What?
the nukes are targeting now. Oh, I was gonna say that they won't hit, but yeah, okay. And now the thrust is gone, so the ram is
Were
gonna.
those illegally fired
Is it
nukes? I
enough?
don't know.
Is it soon enough? We'll see.
Oh, oh,
And
and that's it.
yeah, congratulations to Dreadnought. It paid off.
Wow,
Risky,
we
but it
have
paid
our
off.
first match finished after 1.5 hours. Oh no.
Nice. What was that? About half an hour for nice. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean the lag
congratulations to
made it a
Dreadnought.
lot worse.
Yeah, but it's also so much fun to be honest. You
I
can
hate lag so fucking much.
I can imagine, dude. But
I
to be
lost my
fair,
continental. My continental died because I couldn't avoid the asteroids.
yeah, but to be fair, in the last round, I don't think it would have mattered too much
Yeah,
because you
in the
didn't have
in,
much thrust to do anything there. But it
yeah,
almost worked anyway. It almost worked anyway. If the Dukes had just a slight different angle, then
yeah.
you would have
I
won right
messed up
there.
the nuke, but I should have gone for like backwards deck cannons. I should have put deck cannon backwards.
Yeah, or sidewards
I
ones.
should have
Okay,
got that. I
next
should
up
have
That
put
will
would have been
it.
be
so funny.
next up will
I,
be me against Slowking. So yeah, I'll go
Oh,
for a few minutes. I'll
oh
be
yeah,
right
sure.
back.
It's fine. And Klaus,
but
if you don't, okay.
how the fuck connection is that slow? All right, it's
It's
only
it is it was a problem, yeah. But I mean, unless you want to go back to the times
nah.
when people were going to be kicked for slow connection speeds, then yeah, I don't think there's anything we can do about that, sadly.
We need to have like Smash Bros. Melee level rollback because it works really well even with slow corrections.
I'm sorry, what?
The the mod that allows you to play multiplayer in Smash Bros. Melee, I think
Ah,
it's
okay.
called Sleepy Mod or something. I don't know.
Yeah, okay, I
It
don't know that.
allows the rollback is so excellent, even with like 100, 200, 300 milliseconds, you barely notice the lag.
Mhm. I barely notice what you're saying because of the heavy French accent, which does sound great, by the way. I love French accents, but unfortunately, I can't always understand. I'm not used to it. But it's okay.
Right, it's who against who.
Yeah. So now next up is Klaus against who did he say? Slowking, right?
Yeah.
And by the
Holy,
way, I wanted to
did your game just last 1 hour?
Yeah, it actually more than that. And we were speculating that maybe it's going to be half an hour in total or something. No, it was, but that was also due to the lag because the lag
Yeah.
slows down the game speed considerably. So the next match should be concluded much faster, assuming both have semi good. The connection speeds that we currently see from Klaus and Sloging should be fine. And by the way, I wanted to say, did you actually decide to auto fire the nukes as Dreadnought was coming in from the left at that one moment where you almost hit him?
I'm back.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Wow, that was
I
great.
manually fired the nuke. I manually fired the nuke.
Yeah, that was great.
Thank you.
Slowking is also there. Nice.
Okay, I must say I'm curious to see what Slow King is going to build because I know that at least in elimination matches they often bring interesting ships and sometimes somewhat off meta. So yeah, actually we should. I'm just thinking, we should implement a rule that gives you bonus points for if you manage to make a decent paint job in the 5 minutes just to flex.
I mean, you get it automatically. It's called paint buff.
Yeah, there's actually a hidden line of code. Not many players know this, but if the game notices that you have intricate patterns, it can't, of course,
It
judge how good
increases your
the paint
damage
is.
by 20%.
Yes, and your speed too.
Oh yeah.
Because I think the way it works is that the game considers the decals you put on your ship also as having a slight bit of HP, if I'm not wrong about this, if I'm not making everything up that
Yeah.
I'm currently saying.
And the more complicated the pattern, the more HP it
Exactly.
gets.
Yeah, because you're basically layering armor upon armor.
Yeah. The paint is deflecting
Oh.
the cannon shells.
Yeah, it's called sloped armor.
Can we put Slowking in team 2 and start the game?
Um,
Yeah.
I think they have to do that themselves, right?
Oh,
Ah, okay. They were just slow to act, it seems.
Okay, so
ready.
I guess I'm gonna deafen myself for the match.
Yes, please
And
do so.
okay, bye.
Camping.
and also a lot faster because the
I'm
Yes.
back.
connection wasn't. Well, congratulations, dude.
Thanks.
That
All
was
right.
some Paragon level piloting, but really this time it was really good
Who's
piloting.
going next?
Okay, I think I can, yep, I can show it on stream. Um, we just did the match me versus Loking. So, um, yeah. Okay, what, should we do first round of losers brackets first or the semi-finals? I don't know honestly. Okay, okay. Well, I guess then in that case, next up we will have Slowking against Marty. Yep. Yeah, they. I noticed that Slowking really likes his fast missile ships for build battle, and it's pretty good. hmm I think especially the first matchup could have gotten the other way, but yeah. Mhm. How much ammo did he have left? Probably. Okay. Oh, okay. In that case, yeah. Cannons are really tanky. You can just take those missiles and not. Yeah. Yeah. What kind is unmuted? What? They can actually talk? Nice. Oh no. Hey. I would say I don't wanna be mean, but I'd say casual. I mean, you can definitely see a difference because Slowking is a really experienced competitive player, so his designs are really optimized for this game mode. In the last round, and where did would he cut costs? Nah, I don't think so. his his damage output already was so limited. Like missiles don't do a lot of damage, and um, he would deal even less damage to me. So he would have to he would have to survive even longer against me, and that's just a really tough matchup for him. Nah, generally, having more launchers is better, even though the reload might be a little bit slower. I mean, I'm not that experienced with storage-based missiles. We mostly use factories in competitive, but that's not really worth it in build battle. I mean, you actually might be right. I'm not that experienced with storage-based missiles, as I said. But yeah. Yeah, we can't actually see the stuff people are building in Blueprint. Okay, yeah, yeah. He just copied my design. How rude of him. My super creative design. Going for a 6 large cannon squib in the first round. Okay, okay, no, this ship is gonna to get absolutely murdered against the cannon ship. Yep. And Marty's ship is, yeah. And Marty's ship is too slow to get a nice orbiting pattern going. I think that's gonna end really badly. Oh my god. If that is deciding the match, I don't know what I'm gonna say. I would, yeah. I would say if you don't have cannons, flak is like probably the second best starter weapon you could get. But I would, what do you mean roll randomly? All technologies are rolled randomly. I mean, obviously because it's the first round, and yeah. No, 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 but you have to buy it, of course. You have like 5 options for what tech you can unlock, and yeah. Yep. Yeah. Nah, it's fine. Oh, oh my, is Cloaking not paying attention? Yep. Oh my god, now we can watch Marty get absolutely obliterated. There is no actually. That's just murder. I'm actually wondering whether a flak kite might have a chance against cannons. It's probably still a big disadvantage, but maybe there's a chance. Yep, a kite. Be um, Not actually sure, but you, if if you're kiting, you basically increase your range compared to the enemy. Yeah, but cannons have effectively gain lower range, and it is really hard to hit cannons at high ranges because any speed in any change in your movement basically makes the cannons miss. If you fly, if you fly backwards and slightly to the left or right, the cannons will have a really hard time hitting you. Uh, I mean, if the cannon ship stays completely still, I think the flag might be enough to just shoot the cannon shells down and slowly chip away at the cannon ship. Yes, increased. It's still very rough, I would say. I would definitely prefer the cannon ship in that scenario every single time. Yeah, it depends on the price ranges and the technologies you get. Um, I- yeah. That's Marty. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would go for absolutely no side thrust. Yeah. Competitive missile orbiters only have forward thrusts to save costs. Yeah, I mean, how fast is that ship gonna? That ship has to be up around like 120 speed, 130 even, maybe. It's gonna be really fast. And that missile ship, like 100 maybe? Maybe not even that. And your missile orbiter probably needs to be faster than the cannon ship to have a chance. Or you need to get lucky hits very quickly. Yeah. The last round I played against Slowking actually was really close. He got one of my command rooms before he died. Yep, I actually lost control, but as we said before, weapons keep firing even when you don't have control. He's just using Yada's advice. Is that how you how I pronounce your name, by the way, Yada? Okay. Okay. Oh, really? Oh, damn. I think I think Marty is gonna win now. Yeah, 104 even. Doing the classic Slowking move, being AFK. Yeah, maybe something came up IRL. Yes. Ah, no. No. He's so dead. Yeah, I mean, Slowking got so close right now and yeah. Really interested to see what Slowking is gonna go for now. Because it's a bit awkward. You can just add more cannons, but your speed will suffer. But you can't really add that many more you can't really add any more engines because your reactor can't take any more. Yeah. So probably I just made this weird setup where I had two reactors with three huge thrusters each. Interested? What? Yeah, the reactor can supply that. I actually calculated that mid-match. That's one thing I actually appreciate with this new game mode, because um, it's actually similar to classic, because in classic you also only had small reactors, and right here I don't know the exact numbers with what can small reactor supply and whatnot. Seems like both are in blueprint mode again. Yes. Oh wait. Um. Oh, I think. Um. Oh no, I pulled a Ceres.
Wow, what does that mean?
um. Um.
The
I
stream is
mean,
showing
it
that.
possibly means that the last two matches weren't recorded on stream.
No. Oh no. Those were so cool.
Oh, you could record that in. Yeah, they record that later, I guess. In save the what's it called? You have to save
The replay
the
files, yeah.
yeah the replay.
Well, that's
Actually,
cool.
um I'm gonna save them right now.
Yeah, please do, because those are really cool. And if you can put them in a video. And
Ah,
Slow
I
King.
mean, I have to wait for the entire game to finish
Mm-hmm. Ah, right, the
because
replay
the
files. Yeah,
entire game is one replay file.
yeah, and that's gonna
Slow
be fine in the end.
Slow
So
King is going for an still going with his alpha cannon orbiter. This time with a single set of huge thruster with yeah.
yep, and it looks extremely fast, like even faster than his last design. It has
Is
less
this faster
armor
than
in relation to everything else. Whereas Marty is still on his old ship. We'll see what they're able to come up with next. But yeah, my money is on Slowking again because this looks really good or efficient. It looks like shit, but it looks efficient at least.
Do you think this is faster than his other ones, Floss?
I'm sorry.
Do you think this one is faster than the other one, Floss?
I would say so because the huge thrusters and the engine room. That's so much budget in thrust. I'd say that's more of the budget in thrust than previously.
Hmm, probably is actually. Though I really do not like this. It's like very centralized trust. This is gonna be pain
That's
to
true.
turn.
Yeah, yeah. He's not gonna be gonna have much torque because if the thrust is on the outside, then the force is applied on the side of your ship and it turns much faster. So at this point, maybe there's something to be said about adding small thrusters in to the side of the huge ones. But yeah, I mean, it
Still
wouldn't
no
help that
change
much, but
in
it would help
Marty's
a bit.
ship.
One more minute to go. Marty has to get a move on. And what would you guys say, Klaus? How stressful is the timer if you still have decisions to make?
I'm not really stressed out by the timer. I play chess a little bit in my free time. There I often have a timer, so I I guess I'm used to it, so I don't know.
Yeah,
And most of the I I have more than enough time to finish my builds most of the time.
it's also it comes down to experience because with more experience you can make the common decisions faster. And
Definitely.
Marty
Marty's
going
going for
for
barge.
another missile kite with a lot of armor
Oh, do you
and
call this
very
ice?
little speed. It's not a kite.
Yeah, that's really
The
slow.
barge.
That's just gonna get rammed on the side and it's
Yeah,
just gonna die.
yeah. Okay.
Oh, he did not spawn in with full ammo.
Oh no!
Oh no.
That's gonna be a
Uh
problem.
oh.
He is not full ammo. Well, we know he
Yeah,
won this one. This is already. This is counter. This is just hard counter.
yeah. I mean, even if Marty had the head full armor ammo,
It's not gonna matter. I mean, he does have a little bit of front armor. If it is enough to tank 2 rounds, then that might be enough time for the missile to arch around the back and hit the reactor, but it's doubtful.
I think sloping is wide enough to just ignore the armor. Like I think his outer cannons can just shoot in.
The question is if he can. Yep, he can.
I mean, oh,
Oh,
reactor got nicked a bit.
already damaging the reactor.
Wow. Oof. Oh, and that's probably game. Yeah.
Oh, there
Oh,
we go. Oh, still alive. One more CR.
Not for long though. But for
There's
longer
game.
than I anticipated. Bravo, Slow
yep.
King. Takes the round, takes the match.
Okay. So
Boy,
I guess next up it's me against Dreadnought.
Cool. How many matches do we have left?
3 matches. We're halfway done.
Oh, I mean, I like a long tournament. It's cool. It's really interesting to see um, how players play and what decisions they make, and it's a really interactive kind of way to play cosmoteer. Whereas in elimination, you just choose your ship and it's done, and then you might, depending on the tournament style, you might not even get a chance to adjust your choices. So yeah, this is very different and very cool, I think.
so who was the game? How did you find the game? I had
Well,
no luck.
yeah, hi. Well, I mean, your missile kite was very interesting for a kite, but yeah, it's I think just
Yeah,
not
I'm gonna
slow
definitely
enough.
start the next game. Have fun.
not.
Wait a
Okay.
Yeah,
minute.
I thought Dreadnought was ready.
I just realized that if I deafen myself, OBS won't pick you up. So
Nice.
basically, I think I don't even have your audio recording of the fight with Slowking.
Well,
I did,
I'm
yeah.
it was some
So
Paragon
No
level
commentary.
commentating, so that's a shame. But I mean,
yeah,
we all
I'm
saw
really
what
sorry
happened.
about
I'm
that.
recording, by the way. I'm recording. If you want, I can send you my recordings after, so you can
That
mute yourself.
that
Oh,
that would be really
that's
nice.
that's
Yeah.
cool. Thanks.
Okay. Um,
Well,
I'm just gonna mute myself, and I guess
Uh,
I'll just
m-
put my
maybe
headphones
not,
away.
because you just said that muting yourself causes
No,
problems.
not deafening, only deafening myself.
Ah, okay.
So
I'm recording.
I'm gonna mute myself, and I'm just putting my headphones away.
Oh yeah, cool.
Right.
Stand up
Oh,
guy, Klaus.
he has removed one shield. Oh, he's putting back.
Not really. He just moved the deck cannons. I think one shield should be, if you're going for shields, one
Yeah,
shield
he has
should be
only
enough.
crew for. He has only like enough crew for one shield, anyways.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
should
I
have
mean
on.
it's
I
it's
think
more
he should.
initially above. Sorry, kind. What?
He should only go for one shield here. I think he should own one shield and like three large cannons or something like that if he wants to go shield.
Yeah, it's not a lot of firepower either.
He's gonna Problem with shields is when you're at this price, shields are only useful when you're coming with, well, when you're coming up against like less DPS than you.
I mean, having two shields like that will allow him to tank
Yeah.
maybe the first and the second
I, I,
rounds of.
actually, it's really interesting. Actually, it's really interesting because the shield will force either Plus will need to flank, like
Okay,
Plus will need to flank to get past the shields.
that's true, but
Or
that's something that Plaus is gonna want to do anyway.
yes,
So
and
No,
if
the thing is,
Plus gets stuck, sorry, continue.
no, like the thing is, with cannons, they can just ram the front and kind of get past the shield.
Yeah, not right, not really. I mean, they
No,
could, but it's
kind of.
like really close.
the angle of those shields is pretty covering, but
Yes.
but Klaus is a good enough pilot that I don't think it will be a problem. And if one of those hooks gets a hold of the enemy ship, then he will arc right into the side and blast the cannons into the cockpit. So yeah, looking forward to that.
Did he also not spawn with ammo? He did not spawn with ammo. Nice.
Yeah, that's oops. Well, I mean, typically these matches are over fast anyway, so maybe it won't even matter. Klaus also doesn't have any ammo beyond what's in his weapons, so
Yeah,
but he has
yeah,
twice the
that's
weapons, so
true.
yeah.
That's true. Dreadnought can maybe tank Plus.
Oof, and he can't afford to miss shots like that. Okay.
Oh, the hooks is
Oh my god,
actually
come on! Oof, that
the
if he had shot there, Dreadnought might have ended it right there.
yeah.
But okay. And that actually gave him a bit of a breather to recharge the shield.
Oh, he didn't
Okay.
And
shoot
again,
again. Oh! Shoot, shoot, shoot!
a bit too late. Yeah,
Yes.
Dreadnought needs better reaction time than that
We-
if he wants to.
We're getting at a Dreadnought has not taken damage yet.
Yes, that's true.
Oh,
I say that, and
bad.
Can I shot straight to the Sia?
yeah, kind remained correct. GG. But actually, I would say that the hooks for Plaus actually were a bit of a detriment, right?
Yes.
Because he just kept spinning after trying to grab the enemy. He's just too light. He was just much lighter than the enemy, so the hooks actually affected him more than his
Well, I
opponent.
guess they have similar weight. They are
Yeah,
not
it might be. Yeah,
similar weight. Will spin them like both at the same rate. You need to be heavier, and if you're lighter, you're not even going to move the enemy ship.
yeah.
But
Okay, so
the dreadnoughts held up surprisingly well.
yes, I was surprised that the shields took so long to get down, right? And actually, they didn't even ever drop.
Yeah,
Really,
they
it
didn't
just
drop.
got a hit to the side, and it ended that way. So it's yeah, it's rolling the shields was a very good for Dreadnought.
Really good
Now he
strat.
just needs to find a way to capitalize on it
He
better.
needs because Plus doesn't have disruptors. It's a really good play actually.
Hmm.
Uh, and Plus is still going for that large cannon strat, and I don't like it because I'd like to see some variety. But all right,
Yeah, but if you have large cannons, then you have large cannons, and large cannons are kind of good for this
yeah,
price range.
he,
So yeah,
he has large cannons every time, and I'm kinda
It's
jealous.
like
I'm
cannons
kinda
just
jealous.
overpowered.
sorry, kind.
Cannons just overpowered at this price, so it's not even good. It's like stupidly OP, honestly.
I mean, eh, yeah, the amount of cannons you can put on a ship like this makes it difficult for any defenses to deal with them.
Well, shield is probably the best. Is probably the best defense because it doesn't take like penetration damage.
Hmm.
Penetration is a huge problem when you're fighting cannons, and shield don't take penetration.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if the enemy is able to get a flank off. You just have to prevent that at all costs, right?
Yeah, you need way more thrust. You need to keep these shields in front of you. The shields are really good, but you need to keep them in front of you. You need to be more mobile than you are.
Yeah,
And
and
but
we
it's
only
kinda
see
good.
six thrusters from Dreadnought right now.
Yeah, he needs more side thrust. He doesn't really need speed, he really needs thrust. Like, he needs to turn. Doesn't matter if it's like,
You can turn with forward thrust. There's never actually a reason, or seldomly a reason to uh, add side thrust, because side thrust is just as efficient as forward thrust when it comes to turning. It just turns your ship at a different position, but it's the same. How do you call it? Centrifugal force? No, that's probably not it. But I hope you get what I mean.
yeah.
There
Actually,
is some
this is really,
unknown.
I think this is really good for Dreadnought. He probably needs to upgrade some of his little, of his light thrusters to standard thrusters because they are really weak. But else, I think it's good. He has not. He has like two cannons less than Plus,
And
but
that's
he's way tankier.
Yeah, but that's probably irrelevant. And because Klaus' ship is wider, it's a little bit easier for him to get a flank off. So, and we saw that all it takes is one or two cannon shots to the side for the match to end. So,
Yes, you need to be able to turn better than your opponent, or you're going to die from flank shots. Especially if you're like me. I don't know for Dreadnought, but I am not an experienced pilot, so when I get flanked, I cannot do really much about it.
yeah. And also, there's the question if you can do anything, because, for example, we see Klaus has a speed of 115 meters per second, whereas Dreadnought only has 72, which is almost nothing by comparison. So if a ram happens, then you really don't have the thrust to do anything about it and get out of the ram.
I'd like to see the weight of the. Can I see the weight of the ships?
I don't think that's a thing. I mean,
I'd like to say because there's like speed, there's a distance of the targets, and there's an empty emplacement right next to it. So I'd like to be able to put something here.
Yeah,
Wait,
you can suggest it to Walt. Walt has
yes,
been very open about such things.
like
And the first
custom
shots are
emplacement,
happening,
a
and
custom
actually kind
emplacement.
of dangerous for Plaus.
Oh,
Almost got some of his thrust.
Cross is turning really fast. I need to study movement.
And
The shields took most
if
of
he
the
shoots
damage.
now, and he's not shooting his cannons, Dreadnought. Dreadnought
Yes.
isn't shooting. Why?
Uh,
That's a bit of a problem. You want to be shooting as much as possible. Now he
Oh,
is. Okay.
oh, oh.
Actually, the
Dreadnought may win.
shields really proving effective in this ramming situation.
Oh
But
shit. Chain reaction.
oh, he's trying
yeah,
more damage.
chaining, and that's it. But it
That
was,
was really
I'll
fucking
say
close.
it was close, actually.
Maybe instead of having hooks, he could have like some sort of anti-ram device for close to not get inside the shield.
Yeah, bumpers. No, yeah, yeah, bumpers might have been good there. Um, but again, like, okay, the thrust didn't actually matter as much because it was frontal ram. Um, he just seems to have messed up his targeting a bit for a few seconds at least. Okay, so Klaus has won twice. If he takes this one, then it will be the game for him.
Where is Dreadnought going this round?
I mean, I imagine he'll stick with the shield design and maybe improve upon it. Maybe he'll, I mean, if he rolls deck cannons or something, that would be probably good. I don't know.
Seems like he is changing his design to be alpha. He's removing his storages.
Yeah, but like, are large cannons even that good for alpha builds? Because
At
the
this
first,
price point, yes, because Floss is doing it, Slowking did it last round. It's
yeah,
almost
true.
standard in Dom. It's like a
Yeah, and
standard
it
in
also
Dom to
makes
use
your ship
now.
broader, and the more broad it is, the better the angles are for to hit vital components. Whereas if, especially if Slowking, not Slowking, if Dreadnought sticks to his relatively slim design, then the angles are gonna get even better for Klaus. Going for even more shields now, Dreadnought.
This looks a bit weird.
If he actually wants to add another section like that on the left side, I think that's going to cut into his budget for firepower way too much. No, he just goes for two.
Does the
Okay.
does the shield even cover? No, the shield is way behind. It's a
Yeah, he needs to do something about that, but I'm sure he will. In the meantime, Klaus doing nothing in the first minute.
Dreadnought's ship is looking kinda good.
Um, I will not comment.
Oh wait, no, it's not symmetric.
Oh yeah, it is not. Hmm.
It's not symmetric. I just noticed it's not symmetric. Oh, oh no, no, it's ugly. Oh yeah,
Symmetry buff not applicable here.
no, it's ugly.
I mean, asymmetrical designs can be interesting, but
Yes,
this is
but
not
this
one of
one,
them.
when you try to make something symmetric and it's not, then it's
And
Plus, going for
ooh,
3B.
a freaking tractor beam.
What
Interesting.
the
I mean, what
It
is he
doesn't have
going
enough
to?
power.
Yeah, but he probably just uses it to push on the side of the enemy ship and uh, thereby expose the flank. I think that's what he's going for. He doesn't need to constantly be firing it.
Yeah, that's ballsy. That's really ballsy.
Yes. But honestly, I mean, he would have been. Plus, can afford to do a bit of shenanigans because he has taken the first 2 rounds, and yeah,
This thing is 40,000 credits. It's like half of the ship cost.
yeah, I like it. It's a really cool idea. It's and it also I think it will prove useful.
Or Dreadnought ship is just OCD.
Yeah,
Just move one of the thruster modules left, please. Alright. Like, oh my god. Like, please
but
just
I
move
mean,
it.
what matters in a tournament is if you win. If you win while being ugly, it's fine. I mean,
I
that's
lost
not.
by I lost by
There
having
is some argument here that if there is no, you have to be symmetric here because the thrust will be a bit imbalanced. And I mean, this is not gonna matter. Honestly, one block's not gonna matter, but like it can happen. It actually will
Yeah,
make you slower if your center of mass is off.
that's true. That's true. Yeah, and also I think I'm very much a person who sometimes or very often designs ships with form of a function. But yeah, Klaus
This is not even
seemingly
form of
already
function. This is
finished with his
actually
design.
trolling.
Sorry,
This is not even form of a function. There's like no point in making symmetry.
and he's not using mirror mode, it seems. So yeah,
Yeah, that's why it's like symmetry.
probably a slight. Yeah, we all know how these things happen when you design on the fly, and mirror
I
mode
think he
sometimes
didn't even know
tries to
he
act up.
doesn't even notice his ship is asymmetric.
I think he does. I think he does. You
I think
can
he
see.
just did. I think he just did.
I think he just turned on mirror mode and is confused or
No,
something.
he doubled down again. Hmm. So Klaus is hanging out. He knows exactly what he's gonna do, and he's happy about it and confident about it. Meanwhile, Dreadnought is
Oh, it's,
deciding where
oh,
to
she's
put the internal armor, which is going to be very important, I'm sure, for this match. But
Those could be using that time to paint his ship.
yes, actually, he should be doing that just to flex
Should we tell him?
and to get the paint buff. Which I mean, he doesn't need it. He's proven he's good enough without paint buff. But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a color. It's a color. Pure magenta.
There's not enough intricate pattern. It's not getting a paint buff. Oh.
Oh,
Oh! Dreadnought did a better effort on paint than Plus.
that's actually true. Yeah, yeah. Actually,
Oh,
it this one stripe makes so much difference. So yeah, we'll
fuck
see if
painted
it is
ship.
enough to win the match. What? Sorry.
Fuck
Wait,
painted
is
ship. Let's
Klaus painting on the fly while flying his ship?
Wait, really?
look
Oh
at the
shit,
face.
I've done it too. I know you can do it because I've done it.
Plus going for his usual face.
Wait,
And
should we maybe invent a kind of tournament that's about paint?
Yeah, and there's like a jury.
I mean, design
That's
contest.
already the design contest, but like paint on the fly, like do a kind of
Yeah,
paint battle
it takes place. It takes place in build, but in
in
build
real
and battle,
time. Yeah.
and you have like a bit more time, and you need to make the most beautiful ship instead of the most effective. well, you need it to be effective because it's noted on the effectiveness too.
Oh, that would
But
be
like,
quite interesting. That would be a really interesting tournament.
Yeah, it's only a half job.
there's like there's like one jury for the effectiveness, one jury for the paint, and I guess one jury. No, two juries
Okay,
for the
and
paint.
now we see the
And
push coming in, and we'll see if it does anything. Well,
it does
yes,
not.
it does. It
Oh
does, and he shoots and wins.
No.
Ah,
oh yeah.
yes.
One CR
But there's
point.
another
Very
control,
nice. Very nicely done.
and now he has
He
no
should have
control of
stopped
his.
it by now, but this is already good enough. Yeah.
Oh,
And
one
there we
more.
go.
One more. There you go.
Nice, GG. And Plus is on a perfect streak.
Yes. Klaus takes the third and final point. Yeah.
I didn't get a tractor beam.
And that's
That made all the
precisely the
difference.
reason why. I mean, that Klaus rolled
I'm
the
back.
tractor beam is insane. Kind of. At this price range, it's so easy to push your opponent around with it.
Who's next? Is it
Uh,
Slowking against Plus again?
no, I think it's we're doing the finals of the losers bracket. So
Yes.
it would be Dreadnought against Slowking.
I see.
I don't know if using a tractor beam was the best choice there, but I just wanted to
Well, I
torture
mean,
someone.
maybe not the best choice, but actually it worked out. Even if your opponent had gone for something more traditional, like an alpha build, if you had the tractor beam, you could have just negated all of that DPS, and it would have still been a at
Yeah.
least valid choice.
Yeah,
I
Maldi
think.
also, I mean, Dreadnought also tends to build some slower ships, so
Yeah,
I mean, it's
tractor
in his
beams would be
name. It's
even worse.
Dreadnought.
What?
yeah.
His name is Dreadnought.
Dreadnought.
So
Yeah,
yeah, you
big slow
Yeah,
battleship.
I
now
can't
it's
pronounce
two
stuff.
slow players. But yes, and congrats on winning, even though you got the paint debuff.
Wait, where
What?
did he go? Come back.
Uh, well,
um,
he left. Oh, wait, let's message him.
Mm.
Where is he?
Can I launch another instance of cosmoteer just so I can?
it seemed. Oh, I just left the name of the last tournament, so it's still named December AI tournament. I'm gonna
Oh,
edit that real
cool.
quick.
um, gonna try and
Ay, ay, ay.
uh, he's back already. Okay, cool.
Nice. Alright, he got deconnected. It's not his fault.
Yeah, yeah. His internet seems to be a problem.
His router is a potato.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes rural America or wherever he is, they can sometimes have bad internet. So yeah.
Rural France has one of the has better connection than city France.
Oh, really? Huh, interesting.
Yes, we have because in city they couldn't like put the latest network technology because they have to do huge modification to. I don't know how it's called in English.
Yeah. All the infrastructure should be
Yeah,
invested in. So
there's too
that's
much.
on the city planners, not
And you
anyone else.
probably also have a lot of old protected buildings in the cities, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, but that's not an excuse. Like, I've lived in very old buildings before, and I've had decent internet. It's just yeah. But I mean,
The house,
it's not Dreadnought's fault, of course. It's it's
yeah.
We
the
don't
city
need
planner's fault or whatever.
culture.
Yeah.
We need fast internet.
No, I mean, it's not either or. I think
All
it
right,
can have
so
both.
Dreadnought is going for some kind of a lot of protection.
Dreadnought going for his typical design that I've noticed he always goes for, it seems. Um, with these weird little side thrusters in front of the reactor. I'm not sure if that does too much, but yeah, we'll
Ah,
see.
that's really crew efficient. He doesn't have a shield, so he probably doesn't need like six crew. He could probably like put like two bunks.
Slow King going
But
for a cannon chip.
yeah,
Two bunks will
Oh no, Slow
get him
King
four
rolled the
crews.
cannon ship. It's gonna be the
No,
same thing
oh,
all over again.
ah,
oh,
yeah.
they,
Why
I
do cannons keep getting rolled so often?
yeah, I never got cannons.
Oh, really? You never did?
I,
Never?
no, I got like deck cannons at some point, but like large cannon, I think I only got them like last round. I never got
Ah,
them
yeah.
first round.
Okay, so going for an alpha build, Slowking is, and
He doesn't have large thrusters.
yeah, that's what it seems like. But I mean, Dreadnought builds slow enough ships that he doesn't really need them.
Where is oh okay. Dreadnought is going for the
Cannons.
Also,
he's going for the Daka. But Daka with a lot of cannons, not Daka with a fast cannon.
Daka with 2C, written with 2C.
Then you hear nothing for the few next minutes because the cannon is reloading.
Oh my god. Our tournament just evolved into players only building large cannon ships.
I mean,
Yeah,
it is to be expected because they're just so good at this price range, right?
Yeah, that's true.
If we had like more per round, if we were seeing like 750k ships, I think we would have more variety.
it, it
I
would it would be really funny to have to have a variant where like the weapons you use get banned the next round for you.
Oh, that would be interesting. Yeah,
You but there's a guarantee you'll get like good weapons. You cannot get like you cannot get flak and like unusable weapons. You cannot get flak, point defense, and disruptor.
Flag is actually really strong.
that is a
Yeah,
good
I
but
point.
mean,
Yeah.
it's too expensive. I could only get one flak,
you
while
can
my
get
opponents
two
I
flag on your first chip.
yeah I only had flak and I had the V blaster, but
I
I
mean,
didn't
a
have a
flag is only bad because cannons are so strong, but if we just banned all cannons from the format, flag would probably be one of the strongest, if not the strongest weapon.
Mm.
it only has 150 meters of range. It's really big.
I
It
mean, like,
doesn't
I
have a
think
wide firing arc. It consumes a lot of ammunition.
But it deals a
Okay.
lot of damage, and it doesn't consume too much ammunition.
Dreadnought is
It's
taking
not too
less
Actually,
and
bad.
is
if you play really risky, you don't even need ammo storages. You can just use the ammo stored in the flags.
yeah, Flak has a lot of stored ammunition, He- like 4 slots.
So,
I
yeah.
I think for the first round, flag is not the best, but by like the second and third, for sure it will be quite strong. Once it like you have the money for like 2, 3 flags.
Yeah, and then they might even, at least for the first or two volleys, be able to shoot down cannon rounds and negate the DPS while dealing damage back. So they're not too terrible. And
No,
cannons, while being really strong, you can evade them really easily. So there's that. if
Yeah,
it
I
can pilot
mean,
well.
not if you slap 10,000 thrusters on the back.
That's true. Yeah, and that's why we see these ship designs that we do, both reaching the center at the same time.
It's
First
really
shutter
bad
off.
for Dreadnought already.
Oof.
Dreadnought has a huge problem. He doesn't have enough cannons, and he doesn't have shields like last time.
Yes, and he doesn't have enough thrust either. I mean,
I
he
mean,
did
he's
dodge a few, but that's yeah, and he already
It's just
all but
cannons
lost it.
fire at
It's gonna
will.
explode any second now,
Yeah. Slowking, they have
and that's
similar
it.
speed, but Slowking just
Yeah.
has more guns.
And he
he
doesn't
lost.
even have less speed. He has, I would say, the same speed. So yeah,
Yeah, similar at least.
and that's game.
GG.
Well played from Slowking. And I mean, Dreadnought did what he had to work with. So yeah,
They both pretty much had the same technology.
yeah, and but like the ship he built, that's what I mean by what he had to work with. It's just an inferior ship design, but the
Yeah,
piloting wasn't bad.
yeah.
So we'll see if Dreadnought deviates from his cannon design, because I think he might realize that Slowking is just better at it. And, but it's also a question of what technology did he roll. Do the techs actually, you said that the techs re-roll each round,
Yeah,
but the ones that you already have on your ship can stay?
yeah. You keep all the tags you already bought.
Ah, okay. So it's a new round of techs incoming every
Yep.
in addition to what you
Yeah.
already have
You can
from the previous
even
round.
decide to keep one tag from the last round.
Oh, okay, wait. So you get keep all of your techs from the last round or just one?
No, no,
You
I
keep
mean
all.
you can keep one you didn't buy to buy next round.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Hmm.
Oh,
There's a little arrow symbol on the tag
oh, but
Nice.
backrest.
I
EMP.
didn't know it existed. I didn't know it existed.
Oops.
Yeah, I mean honestly, I don't use it that much. It's not that useful.
No,
It
it
can be
it
nice at
would
times.
it would have actually served me a bit because I could have saved some technology. Like there was a EMP
EMP.
that interested me, but they don't use shields, so it's not actually good. But I thought it was interesting, but I either had to buy it now or not buy it because I didn't know you could save it. In the end, I didn't buy it,
Mm. I like
and I
the
mean,
EMP coming in from Dreadnought. This match, it might be really good. Similar to the first round, the first time we saw EMP,
Mm,
which took down the cockpit because the ships are so small,
yeah.
and
I
it
mean
might work
EMP
kind
is
of like a
considered
tractor beam in that
very
sense.
what
Huh?
what did you say?
It might work similar to the tractor beam in that sense because your enemy will lose control and turn, and you'll get off the flank. So yeah,
Yeah, I mean EMP is considered very bad in competitive because the ships are so big, so the EMP just kind of don't really do anything. But with such
very often, yeah.
small ships, EMP could actually be much stronger.
No, definitely. If you're
if you
talking about 100K, even 250K EMP, like at least judging from my
you
limited experience and
the
only
one
in
single
career.
EMP can drain all the engines plus the control room.
Yep.
I'm sorry, what?
One single EMP can join basically all the ship.
I mean, we've seen
Yes,
before an EMP hitting from the front, taking out the control rooms through
in the back,
the
yeah.
little front armor there is.
But there is like if there is there's armor on uh Slowking's ship here, so maybe it might be different this time. But if it
I
hits
think it
anywhere
just goes
else,
through
now I
the
at
EMP.
least I think the tooltip says that EMP is like uh,
Weakened by armor.
it sucks up
Yeah, it's
EMP
weakened by
charge.
armor, but that's not a lot of armor right there.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
it's like, well, I mean, if you hit from the front, you're not going to deal a lot of energy drain at the back. But if you
Oh,
hit from the rear, it's really possible to. Oh, he removed his EMP.
yeah.
Oh no, he
Oh,
put it back.
he put it back. Yeah, good. I was about to lament this
Looking
decision.
moved forward his cannons a bit.
His
Yeah,
ship is really not.
probably.
His ship is going to spin
Probably would not be
uncontrollably.
listening right now.
I think this is a good call because it's probably to prevent chaining or to prevent the explosions from damaging any armor. And that's maybe one or two shells that won't penetrate them. So it can be really important.
Thing is, if the EMP hits the center, it's probably going to drain the two control rooms.
Yes, yes,
And but
that's
if
true.
it hits the sides, it's going to like drain one engine.
Yeah, it might not even do that if it hits the outermost cannon.
Two, two, two,
Can
two.
EMP drain ZR with how forward, with how
Yeah,
slow
yeah.
it's
EMP has a lot of
moving?
range. The explosion radius of EMPs is
Yeah,
really good.
it's basically I think the explosion range is about half of one large shield, so it's quite large actually.
And there is not enough armor to counter to completely neuter the EMP. Like
Yeah, so
there's still 8 power eight or there's like 6 power consumption that will get drained. If
but
the EMP hits full center, it's going to drain the two control room.
yeah, but what do you guys think? Will it matter in the end? Because that's a lot of cannons. It's a cannon alpha ship coming in from Slow King,
I
and
mean,
there's
I
not
think
much
Slow King is
defense.
just gonna murder Dreadnought.
What the fuck is happening with Dreadnought's ship?
Well, he's increasing his DPS, and that's probably for the best. But
I think he's
actually,
getting
it might be better to
just
just go in for EMP completely. Maybe even fire them in succession, like one and then two, to keep the control rooms being drained for longer, and then just try to flank. And for that, you wouldn't need as many cannons. But
You could do a very small fighter. Wait, can you build multiple ships?
hmm,
you
you
have
might
uh,
to
actually be
separate
able
them
to.
with the
you
charges.
can with explosive charges. I did it before. I actually made a cannon trap.
Yeah, cool.
Because he could do like an EMP gunship.
I don't think it's possible at this price point. Those too
No, he
expensive
would
for
do
me.
like a small cannon gunship, like a gunship with like one or two large cannons,
Yeah, I
and
don't
then
think
do an
putting
EMP,
EMP
But
on
you're
a
an
paying for
separate
two
ship
EMP.
is really
reactors and two
worth it.
cockpits. So yeah.
Yeah, true. Maybe on larger vessels that could
Yeah,
be
maybe in the
useful.
later rounds it's possible.
Yeah, because the
But in the
real
later rounds, the ships also get much larger, and EMP it just loses in value. Paint buff. It's a
that
really
could
nice
work, but
color too.
you need perfect piloting. All right, Dreadnought is going for the paint too.
Yep. Or
It's looking kind
both
of good.
people playing. No, only yes. Now both are painting, and that's what we like to see. Really basic so far, but
It's a smiley face.
actually, Actually, both seemingly already have finished their ships and are just painting right now.
It's really nice to see it.
Yeah, it is a smiley face. Nice. Okay, but I would say if it's more than a minute left, then people should just click ready, right? Because especially if you don't know if your opponent is also maybe just waiting on you, it's a
You
bit
can
risky.
Once
see
blocking
which
is
players
ready.
are ready.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
then he should just get on with it.
All right, let's go.
Okay, who has the larger paint buff? What do you guys think?
Uh, I think this it's not it's appreciable, but it's not very good on
Well,
Dreadnought.
neither are good, but I think Slow Kings
Slow,
is cute, so
yeah,
I think he wins.
Slow King's paint is simple and cute,
So yeah, he wins.
and it's
Let's see if it matters against the EMP. I suspect that the EMP will try to go for the center of the ship
yeah.
and get stuck on one of the side cannons. If that doesn't happen, then it might be over
the
very
MP
quick
is
for Slow King.
probably just gonna do absolutely nothing.
You keep saying that, but so far we've seen, and even like, for example, if you play career and you go up against one of those EMP ships earlier on, it's like, okay, I guess I have to restart my run. Oftentimes,
If the EMP hits dead center, it's going to drain the control room. Else,
yes,
The
it's not
thing
going
is,
to do much.
and
EMP is easier to
it's
dodge than
not even
missile.
firing. Why not? Oh,
Oh,
ah,
oh my god, it's
Dead center.
and
Oh,
got it.
only
damn.
Yeah, but
one.
that's enough to disable the ship.
Yeah, but it wasn't reactive enough, and I think it's going to be reactivated really soon.
Yeah, and the control room is back.
But it
Yeah, he
was a
didn't use
really
the
nice
window.
try. It was a really nice try. And, and the
Yeah,
UMP is
but
almost
was it
back.
though? Because he didn't actually capitalize on it at all. He just fired it and
Yeah, but that was a nice
nice
try.
dodge. Nice dodge.
But Dreadnought's
That
cannons even got the first hit off, which is really good.
uh,
Dreadnought
we'll
is
see.
already
It's
calling
not
But
over yet.
Dreadnought
Good.
just has fewer cannons, which is
Yeah,
really
and
gonna
that's it.
hurt.
Yeah.
and the EMP is gone basically. It's like
No,
leaving
you
its
get
own
one
life.
EMP. It's not even worth it to invest in EMP ammo. Just stick with the one EMP for 10k and hope that you can capitalize on it. If not, then yeah, don't include it, I'd say.
Oh.
Oh,
Eh, no,
and Slowking takes it.
that was really
GG.
that was really close actually.
No,
The
I
EM
wouldn't say at all. No. I mean, it would have been close if Dreadnought had capitalized on the disabling he got off. That would
the
have been
EMP
really
is
good.
still flying. The EMP is still flying. Oh, he just disappeared.
Yeah. Yeah, it just he didn't play to his strengths. Like sadly, I think he could have won if he chose to capitalize on the EMP hit. That would have been over very quickly. But yeah, sadly.
Yeah, but it
That w-
was really awkward. Dreadnought just didn't have the momentum worked against them.
Why not though? Look, he has the hooks. I mean, it's awkward hooks, but he has the hooks. He just needed to, he didn't even attempt to turn to the left and hook into the side, especially after the EMP hit. That would have been perfect, I think.
I
Bit
have an idea for a
sketchy.
ship
It's
where
still a bit sketchy, honestly.
you have an idea
He
where,
had a
for
stable
a sh-
cannon gone. If he
I'm sorry, what
approaches
kind?
looking wrong, he just gets shot. The thing is, Slooking was spinning. If he approached Slooking wrong, he will get hit,
Yeah, that's
guaranteed.
true. Yeah, but
I have
like,
an
hmm,
idea for a ship where you put the cannons on the sides and you put a hook on forward, and when you turn the enemy ship, you're already perfectly aligned to shoot. Oh, he's
Yes,
going for
and that
nukes.
works 1% of the time, and then it will be glorious.
Yes,
Oh,
the nuke.
nukes.
Yeah,
He
one
he
EMP, one nuke. Interesting,
he
at least.
I think he could like
Slowking
he
going for
should
his
the
missile
EMP
disciple
first, then the nuke, but no nuke ammo. Please don't get nuke ammo because you're not going to get a second nuke.
Well, it depends. If you're going
Slowking.
for a kite, then you will. But
But he's
yeah,
not going. Oh,
Slowking is doing a kite, missile kite.
yeah. And if he gets hit here with the EMP, it's gonna be bad because it remains a small ship.
if he gets hit by the EMP, the engines might. If it's right on the back, the engines might suck the EMP and not
But
the
the
control room.
EMP, I think, has enough drain to just take the engines and the control room, right?
Depends on which side of the engine. Left side of the engines, yes, it will drain the control room.
I think
Right
both
side, it
both
will not.
sides. I think it will. It would, and it would take the crew a really long time to resupply those cockpits on the other side of the react of the engine room too. So I think once again it might depend a lot on the MP, but only if Dreadnought does anything after hitting.
Well, Dreadnought could EMP then nuke, but I think he should go for maybe more EMP to increase his chances. And like
Yeah,
2 or 3 nukes, but he
yeah,
fires not at the same time.
yeah.
I don't
Generally,
think
it's best to choose one strategy of approach in the match and then try to pull it off. If like his ship is interesting, but it has like the EMP thing, it has the hooks, and the cannons, and then also uh, the nukes. I think it has a bit of an identity crisis. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't think the EMP even matters because Slowking is going for a kite. He's pretty fast. So
yeah.
I think he can dodge the EMP quite easily.
Well, he might be able to, but if the EMP does hit, then yeah,
Well, yeah, that's a bit
yeah.
of a problem.
We don't forget the EMP has 600 meters of range, so the EMP might get shot very early, and Slowking might not expect an EMP that soon.
he
EMPs are
will, like,
actually much harder to dodge than missiles.
because they're faster too, right?
Yeah, but with ships this small, it's probably it's
The hard
probably
thing
still
to land is
reasonable
nuke.
to dodge them. I don't know.
So nuke is going to be harder. He's going to be really hard to dodge.
Yeah, the nuke is
Nuke is useless.
definitely not going to hit.
Did I say hard to dodge?
I
Yeah,
say
but
that
I meant
now,
the other
but
way.
Yeah.
It's going to
The
be
nuke
not
is
hard to
not.
dodge. But if he manages to disable the ship,
Half of
if
the
he
cannons
manages,
of Dreadnought don't have any crew. Did he
oh
uh-oh.
did,
shit!
did they forget like doors or something?
No,
No, no,
no,
they
I
are.
can't
The
see.
Crew
crew is just not there.
Oh yeah.
And like I don't know what the crew of the third cannon, the fourth cannon.
Rip.
But look at the crew in the like the
Yeah,
infantry
the
for one.
reset crew thing only works. Yeah,
in the beginning, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Oops,
But
Why
pretty
but
bad.
so
there
many
is one
crews?
cannon where Dreadnought actually has free crew.
Wait,
There's
why
This
is
is
that
messed
though?
up.
Why would that
I
what?
ever
think there's
happen?
some exploit potential with that thing there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Well, I mean, the cannons are not going to be as important as the rest of the ship.
I think it might be because he's not using crew assignments, just crew
Yeah.
roles.
Yeah,
No,
If
but
he had
it's
assigned them, then
the crew cannot
these
go
things
anywhere
might
else
have.
than the cannons.
no,
Like there's no
I
choice. The crew.
actually think that happens when you I think when you move a crew bank, some
Yeah.
weird stuff like that can happen.
Okay, now
So
the EMP is
looking as
coming in and he has to dodge right now, and he does. Good. I'm not
looking
sure
as
if
a
the EMP has enough fuel to hit him at
uh,
one more time.
EMP has really good fuel. As looking as a good paint.
And there's another one coming in.
Slowking has a decent mate.
Yeah, and it seems like Slowking is just a bit too fast for. Yeah,
It's
he's
gonna
moving
be
at
interesting to see
140.
whether Slowking has enough ammo to cut through.
Ah, I think the
I
MPs
think
are.
he does. I think he does.
If
If
Dreadnought
Dreadnought
doesn't dodge
spreads
enough,
the
then yeah,
damage across the front, it's
The
gonna
MP
be
is
really close
really
actually.
damn.
but he
The
needs
MP,
to do a better job dodging because it seems like yeah, almost don't get hit. Dude. Okay, that
he,
was close. Yeah. Hmm.
his only
And
solution is to magically hit the nuke. He needs to rely on voodoo. He needs to do voodoo just to hit that nuke.
I still think Dreadnought's best chance is to run out the ammo storage on Slowking. And it's not even that. I don't even think it's that hard to achieve. Slowking's
There-
already at half ammo.
yeah,
There's two EMP on the field, but there are no EMP launcher left. Okay, there's
man,
only one left.
Slowking is just not getting hit. He's too fast for the EMPs to hit.
He has half ammo left. Is the EMP going to hit Dreadnought? That would be funny.
There's not much
Imagine if
fire.
hitting yourself dealt damage. You would need to be really careful.
There's a setting for that.
Oh,
Friendly fire.
Yeah, so far nothing but chip damage. Already only a third ammo left of the ammo left. So, but there's fires on one of the cannons. Oh, no, both sides of the cannons. So
yes,
eventually they're gonna burn down.
the
But all of
the
the.
There's
fires
only
are not going to
one
spread.
K cannon.
The fires are not going to spread between cannons because they don't have doors
Oh,
between them.
right. Yeah, makes sense.
Yes.
So he's going to have one cannon left.
No, there's the fire did spread
No, it's not spreading between
because it's
cannons.
exploding and creating new fires. So okay, that was a devastating hit. Now
He's
he's
he
at
got
half thrust approximately because he
Yeah,
can't use all
and
of his
all of the
thrusters.
thrust on one side will run
Yep,
out, so soon
yeah,
Dreadnought's just gonna
will
have
be
a
at
spinner left.
yeah a quarter of the thrust basically. Randomly shooting the nuke.
I mean, if I were Dreadnought, I'd just stay in the middle because that thrust is going to run out very soon.
Yeah, it's true. But like, if you just stand still, then the missiles are just gonna kill you. And he has about a
He has
six left.
almost no more guns. That one's
he
on fire
he
also.
only has the nuke that's going to last. He he can only rely on the nuke if it does not
No,
get
no, the
destroyed.
nuke will get destroyed by random missiles because
Yeah,
he
but
at
there's
this point he
his
can't
only
effectively
operable
dodge.
cannon is on fire. His only operable cannon is on fire. If he managed to keep the
Yeah,
nuke, maybe there's like a 0% chance he wins, but it's still technically
Nope,
possible.
no,
that's
that's it.
reactor.
Nope. Well,
Slowking
he
is
has
using
nothing left.
his last stack of ammo.
And Slowking is fast enough that he can just use
Dreadnought
sumo to win.
GG's? I mean, Dreadnought still has really good chances to win this matchup.
No, he has not. His cannon is
He
going to
does.
burn.
He does.
His cannon is
Yeah,
burning.
but he can still try to win the rod
Yeah, no,
because Slowking won't have
no,
any
but
ammo left.
Slowking will just is better at sumo. He will just be able to push the scribble chip
Yeah, but I
outside.
mean, you can at least try to sumo Slowking.
Yeah, but I think he's just too crippled at this point. He has
Think
two
no, there's no chance.
thrusters
No,
He
and
has
that's
no
it.
ammo left. Slowking has no ammo left. This might be a no.
there you go.
The last one.
Last missile. Last missile.
Wow, the last three missiles, I'd say. But
Yeah,
yeah,
3 or
GG.
4 because there's
Slowking
like a
takes
lot
it.
of missiles around
Dreadnought,
the map.
good effort from Dreadnought, but sadly not enough.
I guess I'm gonna play Slowking next.
Is this the last match incoming, right?
Yep.
Yes, it's the
Okay,
finals.
yeah, finals, woohoo! So
Slowking versus Close again.
yeah, and I mean now these two players have seen how they act in Golden, how in this game mode, so maybe they'll change it up a bit.
I mean, if I get cannons again.
I, I hope that you won't. I hope neither of you gets cannons. That would
Yeah,
be
I
nice.
hope you don't even get small cannons.
Yeah,
I
no
hope you
cannons
both
allowed.
get like blasters, flak, and point defense.
Mines. Yeah, point
Yeah,
defense
Don't
mine.
actually
disrespect
not a
point
bad weapon.
defense. Point defense
Yeah.
kite is OP.
Actually, if the enemy uses nothing but cannons and you get a point defense wall, it might actually be good.
Oh yeah, I'm not ready. Well, Slowking.
Okay.
Okay, don't Misty, don't mute yourself in the wrong way.
Yep.
Are we going to have some variety finally?
Um,
Or is it just
yeah,
gonna
I
be
mean it's
canon
it.
mirror again?
I'm sorry.
I hope they both get like.
Variety or canon mirror again?
Yeah,
Hopefully variety. Please, none of them roll cannon.
Oh, Slowking. Oh yes.
huh?
They don't have the
Finally,
tech.
no cannons.
They don't have cannon tech. Let's go.
It's good.
Maybe for a future update for this game, we can allow bans for certain modules. That would be really nice.
Yeah, at least ban them from first round, like something like that.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's a good idea because I mean cannons are part of the game and they're
Yeah,
an important part of the
I,
game. If they're not around, then other archetypes are held in check. So yeah,
yeah. I think
Maybe, I don't know,
I
ban
think
them
my
for
idea
certain
about
round.
banning weapons you used could be could be
yeah,
cool.
that might be interesting. Yeah, you take one with you for the next round, and you lose one from the round you used.
But I think that would not encourage people to use multiple weapons at once. Like
I
people,
don't think it's about using multiple weapons. I think it should be about what like changing up your design on the fly and thinking fast. I think this is what this game mode is about.
yeah.
Thing with multiple weapon is like you need certain synergies. Like when you go laser, you'll take EBs with you usually, right?
Yeah, and like I mean, having for example like dual. Who did we see that dual missile launchers? I think it was anyway, and they didn't do much. They would have done something. They're a good distraction, kind of, to force your opponent into dodging, and then you have to capitalize on that. You can't just use dual launchers and then not do anything with them.
Someone is going full point defense.
Oh,
Someone
point
got
defense.
point defense.
That's
Oh,
actually
this is gonna be so long. This is gonna be a long match.
yeah, because point defense, you can't tell them what to shoot. They just auto target because they're not manned by any crew.
So
So yeah,
No, but Slowking is going lasers.
Yeah, I mean, I think I know who's gonna win.
Yeah.
But then again, like his silhouette is so small that the point defense has no chance but to aim at basically
Yeah,
exactly the same
the
spot,
first thing the point defense will hit is
the thrusters.
yeah, and he
Point
may
defense
run
is
out of energy because point defense are quite sturdy actually. It's like
Yeah,
almost as much as a one by one block of
no,
armor.
it's actually I think the yeah it's one it's 0.5 energy. So one reactor can power 3 point defense only, and actually even less than that because you even need it's slightly above 0.5 per second, and you need to power the cockpit and the thrusters. So
PD
Yeah,
if
but
doesn't call.
anything, he has too much point defense right now.
if he manages to destroy the blasters, and also something that
I'm
could
betting on
make
sloping. I'm
something
betting on
that could
sloping.
make point defense really interesting. I mean, energy weapons. A buff to energy weapons in build and battle. The capacitor may be unlocked at could be
Ah, yeah.
unlocked by default because there are storages. You can use storages by default, but you cannot store energy by default.
Mhm.
That's weird.
I think it makes sense because energy is a lot more expensive than ammo and more useful. So you could just use storage-based ships to do some kind of alpha build. And I mean, that's not terrible, but I don't think you should be able to do that this from uh, just by default.
I think yeah, capacitors. If capacitors work like how they usually do, where they spawn in full, it's
Yeah.
a bit. You can just ignore, especially at these lower price points. You can just not just you just ignore reactor and use capacitor, which saves a lot of money.
Hmm. I mean, capacitors is still like I think a lot small reactors cost what 20,000, 25, and
25,000.
and capacitors also cost 4K. So that's it's cheaper, but it's not super cheap.
And the ones that usually benefits from capacitors are like the cannon builds too,
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, cannon builds good pro.
because you can just run reactors on this, like the dom ships, like domination ships, like the real smaller
Hmm.
ship. They usually run capacitors only.
Yeah, but the moment you run out of you noticed how much thrust the cannon builds were using? They were using a lot of thrust.
Yeah, but we've also seen like what you could do if you just get them from standard storage capacitors is just go for a single reactor and power the thrusters
Yeah,
only
true.
through capacitors. Just span them there, and then yeah, you even save walkway distances. So yeah, Slow King
Oh, just
not
squib.
ready because he needs to paint. Very important.
Yeah,
It's a laser squib.
Yeah, and I think Slow King might actually do really well here because the point defense is gonna is it has decent damage, but it's not very energy efficient, and it will struggle to uh, against the energy efficiency of the shields.
I
So
think laser also outranges PD.
laser does outranges it by I think 110 meters. That's true, but
those
And
shit is backwards.
PDs cannot shoot down lasers too. So basically, flaws cannot really get close without getting shot at.
yeah, Flaus has to
Those
get close to in order to deal damage, and at that point, Slowking can just reverse and strafe. So yeah,
those has
And
rear
flaws is
PDs
also
and not
really
front
squishy here
PDs.
because
yeah,
PDs cannot shoot down
yeah. Flaus is
lasers.
really squishy, and he probably expects cannons, and now he sees, uh-oh, is that red I see? And now he knows he's probably lost. And damage is coming in
That
already.
one PD
And it's also really difficult to dodge because the shots
blaster.
from the lasers are much faster than the cannon shots. So Yeah,
Much damage does it? Oh, 2000 but per shot almost. Yeah, his two blasters can one shot PD.
and we've seen it do so because he's already missing 2 PD. Yeah,
Oh,
this is difficult to dodge. Even though he manages to dodge some, and now the shield tanks everything, not even at half health. Yeah,
yeah,
he
that's
can't get
bad.
through the shields.
Plus, is losing thrusters. His kiting abilities is
His best bet
slowly
is like
diminishing.
to try to take the zone and get one tick of money.
Yeah, but that's not Slowking is not gonna let that happen. Yeah, this is not gonna do much. Looks cool.
There's no energy left in the blasters.
Yes, I mean, so what Plaus can do, he can lock Slowking
Yeah,
by just constantly going after him and draining energy through the shields. And then eventually the crew might prioritize recharging the shields
I
as
think you
opposed to
I think
prioritizing
you
the
can
weapons and
set your
the
crew
thrusters.
priorities on the flight on the fly.
Look, he just changed it.
Yeah,
Yeah, and now those are probably his energy suppliers specialized for weapons. So, but it's yeah, it's he's not doing much damage because the thrust that he uses, I mean, it's very energy hungry too.
the zone is coming by the way.
Yeah, it's closing in slowly. Klaus managing to get probably what 4K, 6K for the next round. It's not a lot, but it's something. No, actually, it might even be 8K by now. And look at what the crew is doing. It's prioritizing the resupplying the shields over resupplying the weapons. And now they get one shot off or two. And
Yes,
okay, that
but
was
he
it.
got but Slowking got a lot.
A lucky
No,
shot.
Plus lots got a lot of money.
A lot of money. I don't know. What was it? He was maybe in there for 40 seconds or so that's 8K, maybe at max 10K he can
8K
afford.
is like another control room, almost.
Yeah, that's true.
It's quite
You
significant
know
at this
better how
price
much
point.
it matters. Huh?
It's it's I think quite significant, especially at this lower price point. That's like an extra gun,
Hmm.
two large thrusters.
Yeah, so good on Plaus to make that decision to why because he knew he was gonna lose, but at least he secured something for the next round. And the second round is really important too, because not only do you win, but if you win, you also put a lot of pressure on your opponent, who, well, uh,
There's a burning engine on 4 HP on in this zone, in this setter zone, and it's not dying because it's invincible.
New
that's
ship by
funny.
Plus. It's a boost. He bought boost.
Oh, so what's is he going for the?
Interesting. Plaus changing it up.
Ooh, he got
Oof.
LC.
Okay,
Not
I
LC, but
There's a thing
small
really
cannon.
interesting about cannons. Small cannons are the most effective price to DPS weapon.
really, huh? I
Yes,
didn't know that.
I I've done wall ships that are basically small cannon walls, and they're like really cheap and really cost efficient. You're not
Yeah,
going to
but they
go
take up a
far
lot of
with it.
space.
Yeah, it takes a lot of space, but if you have the space, you can basically make your ship a whole lot bigger than your opponents for the same price, and a
Hmm.
whole lot.
And cannons are tanky too, so you increase your effective HP that way.
Yeah,
Slow King still going with his squib, laser squib. This time
Yeah, and
five lazy.
it looks good. Like it looks like a very efficient ship. Not a lot of forward speed, but maybe he'll change that. And
In
he
his
doesn't need
priorities
that much
state,
forward speed because he might be able to fly diagonally and increase his speed that way. Whereas his opponent won't be able to, especially not with this thruster setup,
He
to
doesn't have a
turn a lot.
whole lot of crew. I think he has like the crew is going to fire weapons, then move on to the next weapon because there's not enough crew to man all the weapons while recharging.
Um, no, I think he has separate crew for the weapons and for the there's.
No, there's like
Oh, you're
60
talking
crew.
about Slowking.
Yes, looking.
Yeah, that's a lot of
five free
firepower for
crews.
those reactors. It's not a lot.
So I think what's going to happen is when he starts firing, some of the crew will leave their guns and start recharging, and when the guns are empty, the operators will move to the next weapon, and that will be really funny.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Wait, he has, and also you see that his crew roles are set up in a way that they sometimes leave their operating posts to resupply. It happened again to resupply something else.
Yeah, to resupply the
And they
shields.
they, they go outside of the weapon to resupply the shields, which is well, Slowking, good player, but could probably do something about those crew roles.
There's no point in the crew staying in the weapon when the weapon is empty, by the way.
Yeah, but those weapons aren't empty, and the crew is still leaving their post,
Yeah,
so that's
but
bad.
when the weapon is empty, you want the crew to move on and go recharge it.
Yes, that's true. But
Right now,
those,
it's not. I think he fixed it.
yeah, we'll see. Yeah,
So
yeah. Now he changed the assignments, and he realized he doesn't need this much DPS if he's just gonna dodge all the shots and tank the rest with the shield.
look at plus ships.
Well, yep, it's a wall. I hate walls. They're boring, but they're
At
effective
least
in
it's not
tournaments.
large cannon walls. At least it's not a
Yeah.
large cannon wall.
And so what Klaus seems to be going for here is just ram and not let the enemy get outside and I, yeah,
Thing
and
is,
kill the enemy before the thrust runs out.
there's a thing with there's a flaw in plus ships. The small cannons don't have a lot of HP, and the blasters have a lot of precision. So
Yeah,
all that cannon HP,
he could blast off like the fourth cannon on either side, and that will be a lot of DPS lost. But the
oh he could,
question is if he even has that much time to do that targeting. It might be better to just try and
yeah, go for the
dodge
center.
and go for the center. Still.
With if he goes for the center, he won't have to like hit all the cannons anyways. He he will kill it really fast. I think. I think
Okay,
he
so
can kill center really fast.
Slow King decided to go for less TPS and more strafe thrust. No, I think he actually bought the large thrusters. Did he have those before?
Yeah, I
I'm not
think
sure.
he had.
Okay, so he did. But yeah, now he's even faster and yeah, my money is on Slow King winning. But
I think
Klaus, if
Slow
he gets
King.
the ram off, it's easily his game. You were about to say
Uh,
something?
Slow King's weapon aren't full yet, and
Okay.
the and the
Think that reactor cannot power everything.
yeah.
Yeah, the reactor can't. So yeah, that's actually a flaw. He should have put a second reactor because the reactor can't even supply all of the thrusters. What was he thinking actually? It's
I think
kind of
he's
He
going to
didn't
get
crazy.
have the
rammed.
money. He didn't have the money.
I mean, yeah, sure, but like maybe decrease your thrust, like get rid of some of those thrusters and invest uh,
I think he's
a
playing hit
reactor
and
instead.
run.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look,
So
this.
he'll just fire one side and he gets a small amount of turning going that way.
Oh,
Oof, and yeah,
That's a
look at
nice
that.
flower.
Very nice dodging from Slow King here. And now he
Oh,
needs
they're going
reverse.
through.
Nope.
You see how
Reacts
much
too
damage
slowly.
the small cannon
And
deals?
yeah. Yeah. He reacted
1-1.
too slowly, sadly.
It's looking EU, but GG.
Yeah.
His wreck
I
is
think Slow
huge.
King needed to play this a little bit differently, and it's stressful to, when you realize what you're up against. It's also really a nice thing about this game mode that you don't know what your enemy is building, and you have to react not only via your designs but via your piloting. Right, you have to change how you pilot depending on what you see, and that's probably really stressful.
Let's see how will they change their ship this round.
Yeah,
Is
I
Plus
mean,
just adding more cannons?
do you think that Plaus will just stay on this gimmick now that Slowking knows it's coming?
This is
That
really
would be really
slow
funny
though.
to see Plus like switch to missiles. So when Slowking tries no, so when Slowking tries to get like more resistance and less mobility, the
Oh
missiles
yeah,
will be great.
yeah, that would be a good bait and switch. But um, we don't know what types of weapons Plaus even has access to. So far, we've seen PD and cannons, so maybe he doesn't actually have many options.
Yeah.
I think Slowking should stay on his squib, you could call this, I think, and just refine it a bit more. Boom. And that's exactly what he does. You see
Oh, he bought
six
an MR.
blasters on top, even more shields. That medium reactor is still going to be strained though. So yeah, we'll see. But it's a lot better than previously. And
Plus,
also,
Jess
hmm?
went with the same gimmick, Jess this time with an IA.
Here's what?
He got engine room.
Ah, you're talking about Klaus. Yes.
Yep,
Okay, same gimmick, probably. Engine
just
rooms.
faster.
Oh, he
Yeah,
got medium engine. Slowking got medium engines.
medium ones?
Yeah, he got not medium engine. No, sorry, medium reactor. So now he has the
Yes,
power.
yes, exactly. So he doesn't need as much crew, and you can also see that he has started specializing his crew a bit more.
Yeah.
And I think even that's not the same shade of pink as previously, but I'm not sure. Whereas Klaus is just using red shirts, and that's probably good enough for his purposes right now.
Yeah.
Can't do
Just put
much.
all your. Oh, he has duped crew. Look at plus ships. He has duped crew. All his cannons are full, but he has a crew in his quarters yet. Oh, he
Yeah.
reset the crew.
I mean, we know that Klaus is thinking about trying to create some sort of exploit with the crew bug, whatever the bug is. So we'll see what he does if he manages to do something with it. Slow King almost like testing what might my opponent bring. Like maybe he's thinking if he's trying to judge maybe what Klaus is going for, because he's thinking, okay, if Klaus knows how to detach crew, then he'll be even faster. So yeah, chatting with
Oh,
your
I don't think
opponent.
that's
Oh,
gonna work
look at
really.
what he's doing.
Who?
Smoking.
Yeah, he's trying to do the detached crew. I've never done it, and I'm not sure if it's good in this situation. I mean, he is going to be much faster if he.
Oh no, not like
He
this.
already has a. He already
No, this
has
is not
a.
the correct way to do it. This is not the correct way to do it.
No? What is the correct kind?
You should use corridors. Do not use airlocks for this.
Yeah, because they're going to go back.
Oh,
You
I guess, but why? Interesting.
usually when you want to do crew detach, you kind of make sure they all get out. You want to make them all get out of the quarters, then explode it. The
Yes,
biggest problem with crew detach is sometimes the crew kind of just get confused and forgets their role and just kind of roam around the
yes,
ship doing nothing. That's
yes.
like your biggest issue with crew detach.
What you
Most
I think what you might be able to do then, I have never tried it, but what you might be able to do then is just get rid of all crew assignments and just rely on crew doing the right thing via your roles.
no,
That
like
might
no,
work.
they just forget their roles. Legit, they just roam
Oh,
around the
they
ship,
just
kind of
become
doing
red
nothing.
shirts.
Look at what
Not
he's
even
doing.
red shirts, they just do nothing.
Really? Oh,
Yeah, they just roam around the ship, kind of like
Alright,
confused.
non-shirts.
he needs to blow it up now.
You wanna blow it? No,
No,
if you
no.
blow it up,
He will have to do it in the match. So in 30 seconds.
Oh,
It's a bit
alright.
late to
most of
try to
the
experiment with that, though. I think so. He This is now or nothing. This better works. If it doesn't, then he'll have a crippled chip. And
What
he
is it
adds
doing?
more crew too. Okay, and then yeah, he because he realizes he needs more crew to get them to power everything correctly, and he has 6 seconds left.
He doesn't
4,
have the time to add
3,
even more crew.
2, 1, and well, good luck to Slow King. This better works.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, okay. No, actually, you did it correctly, right? I
Yeah,
think.
he did. The crew is still working.
Yeah, and they didn't seem to have lost their shirt color, so that's good.
the thing with crew detach is it's a bit
The,
finicky. Sometimes they just completely break the moment you take damage. I don't know why. It's a bit a
Oh,
mess.
huh. Interesting.
There's like a lot of things. There's like usually people try to avoid usually use it only for operators, like operator
Yeah.
crew, because like for powering crew it gets a bit messy. The
I
moment like
mean,
something
we'll see
breaks,
how it works.
uh,
I'm keeping a close watch on Slowking's ship, and he knows what he's up against now. And yeah, he should
oh, sh-
already be shooting, though. Yeah. Oof. He has to change direction now.
there's a
I don't
lot
know
of
why he doesn't
shielding.
change direction. This is really
oh
bad. Exposes
damage.
the flank, and
Oh, damn. But that's kinda
yeah,
satisfying.
it
That's
is.
the
But like,
penetration is really
ah,
satisfying.
I wanted Slow King to win this. Oh, come
Yeah.
on. I mean,
Oh,
because he would have deserved it too. It's a cool ship, and but he just didn't reverse the direction of thrust in time. Sadly, because
I
he
don't
would
think
have.
he can avoid it anyway. Plus, it's just so much faster with 3 boosts.
That's true. Maybe he wanted to avoid crashing into Klaus. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess Klaus's ship just counters this squib that he has. Maybe, what do you guys think? Maybe at this point, Slowking should try something else? Because he can't afford to
Probably.
lose the next round.
Yeah.
Let's see how the match. Let's see what Slowking comes with.
Oh, what?
Hmm? Did something
I think
happen?
Slowking. I think Slowking messed up his ship.
Oh,
What
just
was?
undo. Ah, okay. It seems to have like the crew detached seems to have introduced some bug. I don't know. Oh, you get really. Everyone ignore the recent message from Slowking. It's only good for game health.
I like how Plus staggered like quite control groups in his booster, so he can activate one, two, or three boosters.
Yep, yep. And Flaus is really like he seems to know what he's doing with this by now with this style against Slowking of his current ship. Sorry. Slowking probably deciding what to do right now.
Well, when I said that, he put away his boosters
Yeah,
for huge
and
thrusters.
this is now objectively better because he doesn't have to worry about running out of thrust. Because if Slowking had managed to survive a few more seconds, then the thrust would have run out.
Huge is just a lot more consistent. You don't have to do
I
that,
think
but
it's starting to be too many cannons at this point.
I don't think so.
I think you should like put them in layers. That way, when cannons break, there's the back one, the behind one that starts
Yeah.
firing.
There's this. This is something that some of the built-in ships in Fringe do, and it's terrible. I hate it.
I
Doesn't even
know.
work properly. So yeah.
they do it with nukes in British, right?
Yeah, and I'm like, when I see this ship, it's like, why? Why?
It's a funny gimmick for career.
It is, yeah. But like, I'm afraid it gives new players the wrong idea sometimes. They're like, wow, this is probably really cool. Because I know I used, when I was a newer player, I used to browse the built-in ships endlessly and like pick up ideas. And yeah, don't pick that idea up.
Yes, yeah, it's not a good idea.
Do you think the worst weapon for this game mode is a chain gun?
Why would it be?
Because it's expensive. There's only you can like have one, maybe two of them, and then you need
You
the
don't need
magazine.
more. Like one chain gun, if you manage to spin it up fully, then it's as much damage as these six. No, it's well. Speaking of chain guns, hello, nice.
Wait,
Look at that now.
wait. Oh,
And I like it because if you spin them up before you engage, you actually start with way more DPS than your enemy has.
yeah, but
Because
you cannot tell your enemies that you're using chain guns.
huh?
You're cannot telling your enemies that you are using chain guns if you start spinning them up before.
Yeah, but by then it might be too late because you're already incoming. I mean, if you if they see some of the shots incoming and you have a what 400-meter radius for the sensors, then it's probably already too late if the angle is fitting. So
They have
I'm
more range than
curious if
cannons.
this is going to be a chain gun alpha. It might be because
They have
I
he's
don't
more
think
range
so
than
because
cannons.
huh?
They have more
I
range than
don't think if
cannons.
he's trying to go alpha, but I don't think the reactor is gonna charge everything up in time.
Oh, there's 1 minute you could.
Maybe.
I think the ship gets reset anyway.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. No, if you have
Wow.
some unpowered modules before the after the timer after you get
Oh,
teleported,
so
this
they
more
get teleported, not recreated.
yes, they get
Oh, that's actually interesting, huh? And this is also a clever move by Slowking right now, moving reversing the direction of his chain guns because if the cannons shoot at the center and they destroy the some chain gun magazines, then chances are those magazines are already empty, so it won't hurt his total damage output. But those are a lot of
Oh
bugs for
yes.
Klaus.
That,
What is
that's
he
It's a
doing?
kite. It's a kite.
It's a kite?
he should put some armor.
Oh,
Like
it's a kite. You're completely correct. Huh. But an alpha kite, that's what I mean. Like
that's a
Slowking
really
already
strange
always
ship.
goes for these really interesting ship designs. I've never seen something like that.
He doesn't have enough. Uh,
Time.
ve- does he have enough
Oh, doors.
cockpits?
He doesn't have doors to his machine guns.
Uh-oh. That's
Oh
bad.
Oh,
no, no,
no
no,
doors
no,
machine
no,
gun.
no.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh
no,
oh no.
no, no.
Well, I mean,
Well,
but oh no, come on. I mean, yeah, we wouldn't have seen anything because
Uh,
they couldn't shoot. Well, a shame, a shame. But
GG.
anyway, congratulations to Plaus for winning yet again his own tournament that he hosted.
Plus, are you
Nice.
reading this? Plus,
Hello. Well, that was anticlimactic, but congratulations anyway.
Yeah, Slow King deserved that one
Yeah,
for
Um,
being a
I,
dirty bug abuser.
GG.
come on. I mean,
Nah, it kind of
was there
played
some
for it
part
to
of the
end like
bug
that.
that persisted between rounds?
I have no idea how the bug works.
Yeah.
If I
Yeah.
knew, I would have used it.
But what
uh,
exactly was the bug anyway? Oh,
Basically, you can have a crew without needing to pay for the crew bunks.
oh wow. Yeah, I've noticed this in creative mode sometimes, but yeah, don't know how it works. Wow. Okay. As Looking just said that the bug persists between rounds, so you can just get free crew forever, basically, for every time your ship respawns or something like that. I don't know.
it's a weird bug. I
I think it's going to
accidentally
get
built one.
patched.
Oh, it's been around for some while, I think. There are probably other things that are more important right now.
Do you want to join? We could do a 2 versus 2 or something like that.
Yeah, but I don't know. Do you want to conclude the tournament maybe before that, or is it already?
Yeah,
Well, I mean, it was a nice tournament. It ended a bit anticlimactically. Um, but yeah, I mean, thanks to all of the participants, to all 3 of them, other than me. And yeah,
Yeah.
and it,
Well played,
it was
everyone. It
fun.
was really fun to watch you guys, and interesting to see the new game mode. So yeah, I'm looking forward to more tournaments like this in the future.
Yep.
We have a
did I
design
win?
contest going
Did
on
I
right
at
now.
least win the paint and the aesthetic?
Um, hmm, hmm,
Nah, I'm
hmm.
much better. I have smiley faces.
Okay, I'm just gonna end the stream now.
Yep.
The
Bye.
stream that's kind of scuffed and didn't record like in one entire round.
You're gonna fix it in post. It's fine.
I'm gonna fix it in post, definitely.
He quite